Good evening, my fellow troglodytes and Neanderthals, and welcome to the Good Faith Podcast, where we maneuver around debauchery, attempting to find harmony with our fellow man and unpack degeneracy. If it's a pre-apocalyptic dystopia that you seek, then look no further, because here it is. I'm your host, Ninja Bullock. We understand you could have been a million other places, and the time is the most precious commodity any of us have. So from the bottom of our heart, we'd like to share our gratitude with all of you. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Due to the sensitive nature of some of our topics, we hope you will shield youngins from some of the vulgarity that may be spewed here. It must be noted that the views expressed by the panel are not necessarily the views of the Good Faith Podcast, and we're not liable for any results incurred by the utilization of our advice. Nor are we a fiduciary and assume no culpability of investment performance as a result of following our financial advice. Our simple aim is to entertain and inform. Anybody living in the greater Philadelphia area interested in making an appearance on our show can reach me in a DM on Facebook or Instagram at Christopher Bulick. See our Patreon link in the description if you'd like to make a campaign contribution to facilitate our meteoric rise. As a candidate of the people, I solemnly swear I won't misappropriate the funds, I won't spend them at Myrtle Beach golf courses, I won't gas up a corporate jet to fly to Tulum, I won't buy a bunch of, I won't fund arms dealers in the Middle East with Stinger missiles and Harrier jets. I won't buy a bunch of stupid shit.
I open a savings account in your name. That way, 500 years later, it'll be worth billions. Billions.
Oh, I like money. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
In all seriousness, times are tough. Any proceeds we receive will be going towards avoiding eviction, keeping the lights on, medicating Clark with all of his health concerns, and feeding our gracious guests. Once again, if you feel that you've been given value by us, it takes a little extra effort to like and subscribe. This is your notification that the Good Faith Podcast is now available on not only YouTube, but Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Listen Notes, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and RSS.com. We'll keep pushing out these episodes so long as our following stays growing. Here's a special shout out to our faraway friends in Christchurch, Perth, Kenya, Zambia, Nigeria, Venezuela, Uruguay, Brazil, Finland, China, Cabo, Tijuana, Mexico City, Bermuda, San Diego, San Jose, Los Angeles, Sacramento, San Francisco, Oakland, Portland, Seattle, Spokane, Cheyenne, Nebraska, Salt Lake City, Denver, Colorado Springs, Phoenix, Las Cruces, Chattanooga, Charlotte, Winston-Salem, Raleigh, Asheville, Greenville, Birmingham, Atlanta, Orlando, Pensacola, Lexington, Cincinnati, Kansas City, St. Paul, Kenosha, where that fucking snake Kyle Rittenhouse is from, St. Louis, Houston, Detroit, Chicago, Nashville, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, South Bend, Richmond, D.C., Vancouver, Edmonton, Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, Calgary, Harrisburg, Manchester, Syracuse, Albany, and New York City.
Surprised about Bermuda.
Well, yeah, like that was it just looked like a little dot, like way off in the ocean, and
Let's call it Bermuda.
yeah, like I mean, it was in the ocean, so maybe someone was like listening to us on a cruise ship, but I doubt that.
That'd be pretty cool.
You guys fill my heart with joy every time I see you pop up on the map, and if you'd be so kind, chat while we're live, let us know where you're living, and we'll try and target your demographic with content specific to you.
Specific to the ocean.
Bermuda, I mean, fucking. The path to notoriety will be for our listeners to spread the good word of the pod. If you have somebody in mind who would agree with our content, if they might be informed, or even if they want to ridicule us, send a link to your friends and family. All publicity is good publicity. Our objective is to have balance between the red and the blue. So if you have somebody in mind who enjoys listening to podcasts, please spread our channel. If you're interested in joining our movement, we represent hashtag Iriubiamu. What does that stand for?
I respect your opinion only because it aligns with my own.
It's okay to show love and tolerance to anybody with an aligned opinion. Feel free to disrespect anybody whose opinion doesn't mirror yours and to treat them with bratty toxicity. After all, respect is only earned by somebody with an identical belief system as your own. Hashtag
Here you be on.
All right. Do we? I mean, we could like skip this like intro bullshit. Like, just you want to give like a
Same
quick
people every time.
a quick intro of yourself?
Hi, I'm Dan.
Good. That works. All right. And
Introduce yourself.
hi.
I guess you did already.
Hi, I'm Ninja. Yeah. So we got some rules. I doubt the rules. I'm gonna like expedite these rules too. Let's respect each other. Let's be honest with each other. Let's trust each other. Let's consider each other. Let's have fun, and let's practice integrity. Maybe when we have some
Real Talk said, "What's up, fellas?"
Real talk. Who's that?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's it might be my boy Ramon. I'm wondering. I think it might be Ramon. I think it. I can't tell. Maybe I don't know. Real talk. Do I know you? Is that Ramon?
Do I know you?
Do I know you? All right. So let's start with going over our fragrance of the week. This is Pheromone by Marilyn Miglin, and if you watched the assassination of Gianni Versace, her husband was actually, this is like maybe a little graphic and gruesome, her husband was one of the victims of Andrew Cunanan's like heinous murdering sprees, and this is like so potent, yo, like only a little fucking dab will do you. You know what I mean? If you do anything more than this, it's like gonna be overpowering. This is such a strong cologne. Do you want to try it, Turney?
Real Talk said, "Yes, sir." Ryan McMullen said, "Versace, Versace, Versace, Versace."
Here, I got it on the corner. Just a little dab will do ya. Little dab will do you. This shit's got top notes of bergamot, leafy greens, and citrus. Mid notes of jasmine, geranium, bourbon, and iris. Base notes of sandalwood, oak moss, and vanilla. And like I said, it's super strong. You don't need to like if you do any more than a drop, this shit's gonna be overpowering. But it's like it's a good smell. It's just like, you know, you need to practice it with moderation because it's not a spray cologne. I didn't get the spray bottle. It's just like if you dump it out, it's gonna be like offensive how smelly you are.
I swear every cologne has burger.
Daniel said, "Yeah."
Yo, is that Daniel Leper?
We have so many Dans.
I have such a difficult time saying his last name. Loperlaville, I think it is.
Spell
That's even harder than pronouncing it. Loeperlaville. Loperlaville, I think it is. Loperlaville, I think is how you pronounce his name, but I could be butchering that.
Daniel said, "I'll tell you next time I see you."
All right, sounds good. Shirt of the week is Michael Kors. What is it called? Paisley pattern shirt. Hat of the week, my Phillies powder blue. I say look good, smell good, play good. That's my motto. The movie of the week is American Gangster. That's where that score in the intro came from. Book of the week. I just cracked this open today. It is Dave Ramsey's Complete Guide to Money, and it's actually like loaded with good stuff, you know. In here he's got a graphic about how time is like your best ally. And so like if the market were to like look at this little graphic, right? So if the market were you can hold it if you want.
Who's Ben and Arthur?
So they're just like two hypothetical guys, but if Ben only invested from the age that he was 18 to 27, and he only invested $2,000 a year and never invested another penny for the rest of his life at 27, and if Arthur started investing at 27 and did the same thing for the rest of his life, getting a quick start by Ben would be enough to like make him more money in over a lifetime. You know what I mean?
What are they investing in?
That's like it's like a hypothetical broad market that does 10% uniformly every single year.
That's realistic.
Yeah, like that was I agree, like a little.
Because I mean that doesn't really make sense even. Like,
but well, the market
10% it makes sense, I guess, but like that's like never.
The stock market does average if you break it up, you know, amongst like 40-year periods, it does average like about 12% a year. So, you know, like it is possible, but it's not gonna include all the ups and downs, all the roadblocks, and all the potholes that you're gonna experience in your investing journey. And influencer of the week is Caleb Hammer, who I was just telling you about. He's got this he's got like a similar channel to Dave Ramsey, although he's like a millennial, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit less graceful to his people. But I like him. He's entertaining for sure. And asset of the week is silver. I just bought 2 ounces of silver this week because the market's, I mean, we had a good day today, but like, you know, this market is not a favorable market. I don't suggest, I'm not a fiduciary, but I don't suggest buying assets right now unless you're going to buy physical.
Hey, you want to show this? This is the market.
Oh wait, so
that's the S&P 500.
I added the FaceTime camera, so now I can show this. This is what is this?
S&P
this year?
500. I think it's showing from November to to yesterday.
Since the election. This is since the election. Yeah. So I'm not
specifically I think that's January where the big drop off is.
I'm not advising anybody to wait where. What? Oh, well.
It was up there.
I'm not advising anybody to buy assets right now, but I am advising people to stay conscious and wait for like a definite sign of a market reversal, and then to start buying some some
It's
stocks.
always good to buy low.
Yeah, but I'm not
right now.
But yeah, don't try to
go down.
Don't try and catch a falling knife. Instead, I say buy things like silver, buy things like gold, buy things like copper, because their value over the long haul only goes up. And in times like this, it's, you know, a safe place where you can store your money, where you're not going to have to worry about it getting, you know, lost in the value. All right, so we are in our second week of March. So what we're going to do throughout the episode is start our B bracket of sound bites. Now, hopefully these sound bites are just as entertaining, just as quality as our A bracket were.
Hopefully we can find them.
I got them. All right, so the 1 seed is Daddy Chill.
Daddy Chill.
What the hell is even that?
All right, Daddy Chill. What the hell is even that? Or we got Big Dick B.
Drill.
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
Bees don't even have dicks. It's a stinger.
All right, so everybody, I want you to vote either 1 or 2 for Daddy Chill, the 1 seed, or the 2 seed, Big Dick B. Daniel, if you're watching, I already know which one he's voting for.
Wait, so we're doing 64 now?
Yes, 64 total. This
Ryan
is the.
McMullen said, "Oh wow, this one is tough." Joseph Fowler said, 1.
All right, so Joe says Daddy Chill. What do you say, Trini? Do you know?
Daddy Chill.
You say Daddy Chill? I'm gonna reserve my vote for a little bit because I'm still thinking about it. In the meantime, while people vote, guys, just so you know, I'll play them one more time for you. We got the 1 seed.
Daddy Chill.
What the hell is even that?
Ryan McMullen said, 2.
2. So Ryan votes for Big Dick B, which is.
Drill.
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
Bees don't even have dicks. It's a stinger.
I love the fucking masculine ass dork lady that fucking is. She's like upset that he's like mislabeling fucking Pokemon.
Daniel
It's about
said,
Pikachu.
"That's my vote."
Yeah, I put that soundbite in there just for Dirty Dan because he loves he loves that soundbite so much.
Why?
Because he's a budding Pokemon trainer, and
Wow.
it's just funny. Like that guy's just everybody know that's Onion Turtle. Oh, that's Punchy Rock. Everybody knows that's Big Dick B. All right. In the meantime, while the votes come in, what I did is I started gathering news articles from Straight Arrow News so we can talk about some of these articles while the votes come in. And if you don't know what Straight Arrow News is, it's a news source that prides themselves on being like.
Are we sponsored? I'm just kidding.
I wish.
They do a lot of sponsorship.
Daniel said, that cat with them long ass arms.
Who is the cat? That's Meowth? Is the cat?
He doesn't even have long arms.
Clark's got long arms. Alright, so what's our first, is this our first article? The meeting, and so this is talking about the meeting with Zelensky. I don't know if we really...
Kind of old news now, but
yeah, it kind of is.
We can go over.
So, leading up to the meeting, Republican and Democratic lawmakers advised Zelensky to avoid confrontation, express gratitude, and sign the minerals agreement. The agreement would grant the U.S. access to Ukraine's natural resources and potentially deter Russian aggression. This is according to multiple media reports citing the lawmakers present in those talks. Despite differing views on security guarantees, both sides signaled a readiness to sign the agreement. However, during the Oval Office meeting, Vance suggested the path to peace would be diplomatic negotiations. At this point, Zelensky raised concerns about Russia's history of breaking diplomatic deals, leading to a breakdown in talks. Trump and Vance criticized Zelensky for questioning negotiation talks, which ultimately resulted in no minerals deal being signed. And then here's where they fact-check this. And they said, fact-checking of Vance's claim that Zelensky had not expressed gratitude during the meeting highlighted partisan biases. CNN, PolyFact, and PBS, all left-leaning news outlets, published fact-checks listing instances of Zelensky thanking the U.S.
So he thanked them in that meeting, like at the very beginning?
I guess so. Maybe it just wasn't televised or something. I don't know.
It was all televised. And then he's thanked them various different times at various different points in like the last couple of years.
Okay.
There's actually like a 4-minute clip on YouTube showing all the times he thanked the U.S.
Alright, so I didn't vote on this. We got a 2-2 tie right now. I'm just seeing if I can maybe get a couple more people.
Where you texted people?
Yeah. I always text people the link.
Everybody come vote.
And guys, if you are unsure about what we're voting on, just ask for a refresher. We're voting on Daddy Chill versus Big Dick B. And if you're unfamiliar with those two sound bites, I don't blame you. They're not that big. If I'm gonna have to be the tiebreaker, I think I'm gonna go with this one is very funny.
What the hell is even that?
I just love the reaction.
Get the hell off my yard! Daddy Chill. Alright, I'm gonna go Daddy Chill. It's hard though, and we'll allow a little bit of time for people to
It reminds me of Pete Weber.
Who's that?
The bowler.
Oh wait.
You should get that. Do you have that one?
Wait, give it
Who
a
do you
second.
think you are?
Give it a second. What the fuck? Oh man. I never did this for Terry.
In the motherfucking suburbs with it. Hey, yo, Terry, what going on?
Terry? Terry, can I get your vote? And then I do have I do believe that's in this bracket.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't spoil it, but guys, get your votes in. We're gonna move on to the next momentarily. I just want to allow space for
Terrence Boyle Jr. said 2.
Terry votes 2. Oh man, we got a tie, Terry. Hey yo, Terry, the fuck going on? We need somebody to break this tie. We can't have ties. It'll go
overtime.
It'll go into overtime, which I do normally love, but for a tournament, in the sake of time being of the essence, like
and needing votes that aren't already cast.
All right, guys, I'm gonna play him one more time. If you're just coming in, we got.
What the hell is even that?
And.
Israel.
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
Bees don't even have dicks. It's a stinger.
All right, so it'd be nice if we could have like a Peanut weigh in, or my mom weigh in, or Sammo weigh in. Oh wait, what about Kate? I gotta send Kate the link because she gets the notification late sometimes. All right. On to more news, I suppose.
Oh, there's a vote.
Oh. I'll count it and wait for Gladys to do her
Joseph
slow
Fowler
fucking job.
said, my son votes number 1. James Brennan said, I'm here but have zero idea what you're talking about.
All right, Peanut, one more time for you. We're voting on these 2 sound bites. This is the 1 seed.
Daddy chill.
What the hell is even that?
Or
Drill.
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
Bees don't even have dicks. It's a stinger.
so Peanut, cast your vote. If Peanut's gonna fucking come in, I'm not gonna predict it, but I think he's gonna bring us back to a tie. If I had to.
So too.
These, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with that one because it's Pokemon related.
Oh, way to spoil it.
James Brennan said, that's a weak 1 seed.
What?
No, it's alphabetical order. It doesn't have anything
James
to.
Brennan said, 2.
Okay, yeah.
Ignore the whole seeding thing. He doesn't know how to do this.
The seeds are just in alphabetical order. So this is what is it? This is.
Daddy Chill and Big Dick. That's not even alphabetical.
That's true. I just knew Daddy Chill had to be in here, so I listed it first, and then when I was alphabetizing it, I must have like slipped up or something like that.
This is alphabetized by something else.
It's alphabetized from B on. It's just Daddy Chill is for some reason out of order. God damn it! Like now we gotta wait. We gotta keep dragging our feet on this and wait for somebody else.
If you didn't text so many people.
What do we do in the event of a tie?
I don't know. They're both eliminated. The other side gets a bye.
I'm pretty sure neither of these is going to go very far. Or were we both agreed with Daddy Chill?
Yeah.
Maybe
What?
if we're both in agreement in the
we
event
tie?
of a time. If we tie and it's a tie, then that's really. But
That's really bad.
in this event, we are both in agreement. Should we just have an executive override and the 1 seed
Sure.
wins?
Peanut has Pokemon bias anyway.
Yeah. All right.
I like Pokemon too, and I still don't even.
Do you know what that's from? Have you seen the full video of
I'm
it?
pretty sure I've seen the video before.
Okay. Guys, on to the 3 and the 4 seed. We got.
She got big old
Joseph Fowler said, in the event of a tie, the higher seed should win.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't even have like them seeded by any basis though.
All right. Here comes the one that's got a higher alphabetized title. All right. Here's the 3 seed. This is Balin Dupree.
She got big old titties.
She's an influencer who's got Tourette's. And then the 4 seed's a little bit long, so I apologize, but everybody stick with it.
Hey, don't rub on that. You blocked that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You blocked that shit. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there. Look, I'll send you a sign ass motherfucker. Listen, from now on, don't nobody talk to me directly. You understand? You got business with me. You talk to Huey. Huey, you talk to me. You got it? All right. Damn it, never on the phone. You got it? I got it. All right. And take them goddamn sunglasses off.
All right, so we got big titties or blot that shit.
I say block that shit.
I do too, just because I love it.
Just because I don't want to hear the first one.
Why? Because she's like the yelping.
Yeah.
I love her though. I love her so much.
Everyone's voting too.
Are they?
Yeah.
Joseph Fowler said, 2. Terrence Boyle Jr. said, 2.
We got a runaway lead right here, and it's got some utility. I'll always vote for.
Where's the utility for that?
If somebody spills some shit on my table, I can say, "You blot that shit, motherfucker." Simple Simon, motherfuckers. And don't talk to And don't talk to me over the phone, god damn it! You got business with me. Alright, god damn it, Peanut. I need you to repeat everything twice.
James Brennan said, if you expect my vote, I need everything repeated cause I'm not very good at listening.
Alright, Peanut. Listen now, here it comes. You got big titties.
She got big old titties.
Her yelping does nothing for your funny bone?
Not really.
I think it's funny.
Hurts my ears.
Here's the two, Peanut.
On that. You blocked that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You blocked that shit. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there. I'll say the silent ass motherfucker. Listen, from now on, don't nobody talk to me directly. You understand? You got business with me. You talk to Huey. Huey, you talk to me. You got it? All right. Damn it, never on the phone. You got it? I got it. All right.
James Brennan said, 1.
Peanut's such a contrarian. Peanut goes 1.
He wants to tie it all the time.
It is short and sweet, you know, and like there's a charm to Balin. You gotta love her. Do you think this is a better Balin?
Slap that wiener, wrap that wiener, tap that wiener, Timothy, chop that wiener, tap your chicken.
Her shit is so nonsensical that it doesn't really have utility, is what I'm saying. But I guess
Unless you're talking about like sex.
Yeah, like that. Like if you're talking about big old titties, this one's like a goat.
You're done.
That's her.
Mhm.
You're done.
Yeah, she's like her Tourette's gives her quite utilitarian sound bites, so she's a blessing. But we're at a 4-1 lead. Should I allow a little bit of time for other people to vote in?
I don't think it would really change, but you can wait if you want.
In the meantime, Gaza protests are costing Ivy League universities $400 million in university grants. So
what, like at the colleges they're protesting?
Yeah, like Princeton, Columbia, NYU, $400 million in grants to Columbia University alone, alleging the university's inaction on anti-Semitic harassment around campus. The U.S. Department of Education said additional funding cuts are expected. Before the White House's announcement, the university had reportedly established a new disciplinary committee to investigate critics of Israel who attend the school. The controversy follows protests and alleged incidents of harassment on campus related to the Israel-Hamas conflict. The Trump administration is canceling $400 million in grants and contracts to Columbia University, alleging harassment of Jewish students on campus. This is the first round of cuts, and additional cancellations are expected to follow. A news release from the U.S. Department of Education states that Columbia University has failed to take action on anti-Semitic harassment on campus. Since October 7th, Jewish students have faced relentless violence, intimidation, and anti-Semitic harassment on the campus, only to be ignored by those who are supposed to protect them.
Is that October 7th of last year or 2023?
Probably last year.
Because there was a big thing in 2023 on October 7th.
Yeah, like it's probably
that was
the Princeton one.
No, I think it was like the new Intifada that came. It was an attack by Hamas. In where? In Israel? In Gaza.
Okay. Since October 7th, Jewish students have faced blah, 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 blah. I already said this. Only to be ignored. Secretary of Education Linda McMahon said in a statement, universities must comply with all federal anti-discrimination laws if they are going to receive federal funding. However, before the White House's announcement, Columbia University had reportedly established a new disciplinary committee to investigate critics of Israel who attend the school. Where do the allegations of anti-Semitism come from? In the spring of 2024, pro-Palestinian protests and encampments took shape on college campuses over the Israel-Hamas war. They include at Columbia, UCLA, Harvard, and others. Jewish students said the protesters harassed, threatened, and prevented them from getting to
Katie
class.
Crawford said, I thought the federal government got rid of all diversity protections.
I'm not sure. All I know is,
I don't think so.
Maybe not.
They're like...
Maybe not maybe all diversity protections, but this is like a right to go to your class and not be harassed. So, I mean, I guess anti-Semitism can be categorized as like a hate crime.
Yeah.
Or
but,
at the very.
Well, I mean, even if it wasn't a hate crime, it's still.
Katie
also...
Crawford said, "Not for white people."
Katie, should I play this again for a vote?
If you want.
Katie, do you have better listening skills than your
I'm sure.
husband, and were you able to listen to the sound bites that we're voting on, or do you need me to play them again? Because these ones are kind of long. Our second seed here is a 27-second long soundbite.
27 seconds?
On April 30th, nearly 100 people were arrested on Columbia's campus after protesters took over an academic building and barricaded themselves inside.
What the heck?
Yeah, so... yes, I only heard half the sound bites because he didn't have his sound up loud enough. Okay. I'll let Gladys do her job. Even though Gladys is a
Katie
slow
Crawford
bitch.
Said, "Yes, lol, I only heard half the sound bites because he didn't have his sound up loud enough."
Okay, Katie, here's the 1 seed.
She got big old titties.
That's the 1 seed. Here's the 2 seed.
Hey, don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there. I'll send you a sign-ass motherfucker. Listen, from now on, don't nobody talk to me directly. You understand? You got business with me. You talk to Huey. Huey, you talk to me. You got it? All right. Damn it, never on the phone. You got it? I got it. All right. And take them goddamn sunglasses off.
So just say 1 or 2, Katie. 1 or 2. Further discussing this, earlier this week, Columbia confirmed 4 students who participated in a pro-Palestinian protest were arrested and suspended after a demonstration and fake bomb threat was called into Columbia's Barnard College in New York City on Tuesday, March 4th. Barnard is a women's college, part of Columbia's university system. These students have
Terrence Boyle Jr. said 1. Kelly Bullock said 2.
Okay, they didn't vote before?
Terry voted 2 before.
Wait,
I don't know why he switched.
Okay.
I think Katie's voting 2, so...
Either way,
said 2.
It's a landslide vote. Blot that shit. Rightfully deserves to advance in the tourney.
I don't know about rightfully.
I mean, it probably won't go to the Final Four or anything, but it rightfully deserves to beat big old titties.
I had a soft spot for.
We are a campus community governed by our rules, policies, and the law. Any violations of these will not be tolerated and will have consequences. In response to the funding cuts, Columbia's interim president released a statement saying, "There's no question that the cancellation of these funds will immediately impact research and other critical functions of the university, impacting students, faculty, staff, research, and patient care. But let me be very clear. Columbia is taking the government's action very seriously. I want to assure the entire Columbia community that we are committed to working with the federal government to address their legitimate concerns. To that end, Columbia can and will continue to take serious action towards combating anti-Semitism on our campus." All right. And with that, we'll move on to our third matchup. Oh man, this is another long one. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully, not all of these are so long.
They'll all be cut after this.
This is a good one, though. This is a very good one. It says no utility.
What? A blowfish, think about it. Small in stature, not swift, not cunning. Easy prey for predators, but the blowfish has a secret weapon, doesn't he? Doesn't he? What does the blowfish do, Jesse? What does the blowfish do? I don't even know. The blowfish puffs up, okay? The blowfish puffs himself up 4 or 5 times larger than normal. And why? Why does he do that? So that it makes him intimidating, that's why. Intimidating. So that the other scarier fish are scared off. That's you. You are a blowfish. But you see, it's just all an illusion. You see, it's nothing but air. Now, blowfish. You are a blowfish. Say it again. Blowfish. Say it like you mean it. I'm blowfish. Blowfish. Yeah. Blowfish is
All right, so we got
a minute long.
I think it's much longer than that. That's blowfish. Here's the other one, hopefully much shorter.
We tried to poison you. We tried to poison you. Because you're an insane, degenerate piece of filth, and you deserve to die.
Breaking Bad.
Yes. What's your vote going to be?
Yeah, I do not
Ryan
want to hear one.
McMullen said, so tough. Ryan McMullen said, but 2.
Yeah, like there's a subtle charm to something being short.
Not subtle.
Take that into consideration, ladies.
Katie Crawford said, 2.
I said there's a subtle charm to something.
Terrence Moyle Jr. said, 2 because it's short enough for me to pay attention to.
Yep. Sometimes people don't like these big, long, gargantuan, hawking sound bites. Sometimes they like a short, sweet, unintimidating little sound bite. Just something to wet their whistle. They don't want a big, long blowfish. Just something that lasts maybe 15, 16 seconds. That's perfect. Perfect amount of length and time. What do you vote, Cherney? You vote
2
as well. Okay, this is a landslide. What, it's already like 6-0, right? I think so. Or what, 2-2-2. It's already 5-0. 5-0. I mean, I don't see it coming back from that. I really don't.
Hey, don't count them out of halftime.
We
I
can.
don't know if we have enough people to come bring it back.
All right. On to our next one. This one, everybody loves this one. I think it's kind of
Mid.
Yeah, I think it's kind of mid, but here it goes.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats.
JRL said, can't wait to play pickleball with you handsome men soon and show you what I've been working on.
Okay. 3. Wow, no, it's a heart.
What is he
All right.
working on?
So, Jason, we're doing March Madness for our soundbite. So that was our first competitor in this bracket. Was they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, eat the cats, eat the cats. I think it's gonna lose to this one. This one's great.
God, yes or no? Why not take on this question of the existence of God?
Because it's not something said, I liked it.
Wait, hold up. You gotta vote between these two.
God, yes or no? Why not take on this question of the existence of God?
Because it's not something to reduce to a soundbite.
All right, so guys, vote on eating the cats or God soundbite. Cherney?
God.
Yeah, me too. Go with
Katie
God.
Crawford said 1.
Katie goes 1. Okay. So we got a 1-2 game in the first quarter.
2-2.
JRO said 1.
All right.
2-2 Atwell.
Well, right now it's got the executive power of us on 2's side, but were you touched at all by the what?
Context, it doesn't sound great, but
were you touched at all by the passing of Gene Hackman?
The guy from Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
I mean, I liked him in the movie, but I mean, I don't really know him.
Well, yeah, I mean, but following weeks of speculation and investigation, the cause of the deaths of actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa is coming to light. Hackman reportedly died of cardiovascular disease, while Arakawa died of hantavirus, pulmonary syndrome. Investigators believe Arakawa died first on February 11th, and Hackman's pacemaker stopped transmitting activity on February 18th. The cause of death of their dog, everybody fucking died in this house, Xena, has not been revealed. Weeks after their mysterious deaths, there's finally an answer to the cause of deaths of actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa. It appears his wife died nearly a week before him. During a press conference, the New Mexico Office of Medical Investigators said the 95-year-old Hackman died of hypertensive and atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. Advanced Alzheimer's was also listed as a contributing factor. Arakawa, 65, died about a week earlier due to hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, the rare but serious respiratory disease is caused by the Sin Nombre virus, which spreads through contact with infected rodent droppings, urine, or saliva. Yeah, I'll wait for this chat to come in, but yeah, like.
Katie Crawford said, "This story is so sad. He probs didn't know his wife died for that week."
Yeah, like it. I do have a Willy Wonka soundbite on here. I got.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Investigators believe Arakawa died first. She picked up Xena from a veterinary hospital on February 9th. On February 11th, she went to a farmer's market. Okay, Joe says.
I guess it was after that.
Joseph Fowler said, 1.
She went to a farmer's market, CVS, and a pet store before entering their gated community at 5:15 p.m. The last known contact with Arakawa was February 11th. The prescribed pills scattered in the bathroom where she was found were Tylenol and medications used to treat her thyroid and high blood pressure. The medical examiner, Dr. Heather Jarrell, said the pills did not contribute to her death. Days later, on February 18th, Hackman's pacemaker stopped transmitting activity. There was no food in his stomach and no signs of dehydration. A maintenance worker discovered their bodies in their Santa Fe, New Mexico home on February 26th. Reports suggest Hackman, due to his Alzheimer's, may not have been aware of his wife's death. Yeah.
So, this was stuff we didn't know before? Didn't know the cause of death? Or?
Yeah, like me, I don't know. It's just sad. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
I thought it was saying like something new because they made it sound like we finally are to have something revealed about it.
Yeah, like it. I mean,
or
not
was
really.
This like a while ago that the article came out?
It's that like. It seems like he lived a long life, 95 years old.
He was 95.
She was only 65. Like it's like two ends of the spectrum of longevity. You know what I mean? Like 65 is not terribly old to pass away. All right. So wait, what do we got? Did I count that one vote?
It's 3-2-1.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Should I wait for Rye?
Katie Crawford said, "At first they thought it was carbon monoxide that killed them both before they realized all of this."
How did they get carbon monoxide as a cause?
I don't know. But yeah, I mean it's sad. Like I really like Gene Hackman. Willy Wonka. All right, Rye. Let's
you
like
just
glad
rewind the YouTube video.
Let's like glad nah. Like I don't think you can rewind a live video.
Said,
anyway.
"Can you play them again?"
Here we go, Rye.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the
Katie
cat.
Crawford said, "Because everyone in the house was found dead, so that seemed like a probable cause."
What was the other? Oh, here's the other one, Rye. The other one is this one.
God, yes or no? Why not take on this question of the existence of God?
Because it's not something to reduce to a soundbite.
Jordan Peterson on the existence of God and not wanting it to be reduced to a soundbite, which I paradoxically and ironically reduced to a soundbite. He says
Ryan
one.
McMullen said 1.
God damn! I thought. See, maybe is that just like too highbrow of a fucking like soundbite? Because I think it's like genius what I did there. And I know you appreciate it too.
Yeah.
And then everybody is just going over people's heads.
I mean, I do like the first one too, but
well,
I didn't think it was that highbrow.
it's going to win. They're eating the cats is gonna go on to the next round.
I do like irony and double entendres.
On to Goodbye. This one has some utility.
JRO said, "I'm making Eating My Cats my new running song. That's a banger." JRO said, "Yes it is. Terrence Boyle Jr. said 1.
Well, that would have. Is he double voting? I guess not. No, okay.
I mean, he switched his vote in one of them for some reason.
But that one won in a pretty commanding victory. This one's got utility, but because it's so like fucking scattered in all my sound bites, I never am able to find it in time when I'm trying to do an outro. So I just like let it rot on my soundboard. But where is goodbye?
Goodbye. Farewell.
Fuck. See, this is why I never play this one. I might as well just delete it off my soundboard, or I can maybe place it.
Second purge.
Yeah. Well, that's what I plan to do
after the tournament.
Yeah, maybe this
Everyone's
tournament.
devoted to Division 2.
Oh, fuck. It should. What the fuck?
We're losing viewers. Come on.
No, because like. Oh, here we go. All right. And we got Grateful. I love this one. It's not funny, but like it's something to think about.
Okay, if I said I'll give you the $1 million, matter of fact, I made it 10 million.
Okay,
But you couldn't wake up tomorrow. You're done. Would you take it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so what you're both saying is that just waking up tomorrow is worth more than $10 million.
That's how it was perspective, but it is.
Why ain't you feeling that way every damn time you wake up?
Oh shit.
Do you like that soundbite? Like,
it's a little long.
But like, if you think about it, like, shouldn't we all be treating every
Katie
day?
Crawford said 2.
Yeah, shouldn't we be treating waking up every day like $10 million? Because like you would choose waking up tomorrow over $10 million, right?
Well, because you can't use the $10 million.
You could give it to your loved ones.
Sure. Well then be selfless and give it to your loved ones.
I'm gonna vote 2 as well. Do you think it's too long?
Yeah, I'll vote 1.
Okay.
Although the first one was kind of long too.
Not nearly as long, but
Terrence Boyle Jr. said 2.
All right.
It's also more funny.
Yeah, it is funny. They're not all gonna be funny, you know. Some of them are like.
Well, to win, you gotta be funny.
It's true. Like the Final Four is probably gonna be riddled with funny, but do we have a lot of grateful people in here? There's no such thing as too grateful, so vote 2 for grateful.
Too grateful can be a little annoying.
I don't think so. All right, I guess we can wait for these to come in and get on to the next. All right, so I thought this was cool, kind of. Sorry, I'm just answering a text. Wind and solar power generate more U.S. electricity than coal for the first time in human history.
Yeah, coal's pretty much dead.
So wind and solar power surpassed coal in U.S. electricity generation for the first time last year. Wait, what?
I don't know.
Contributing 17% of the nation's power, while coal dropped to 15%.
Said, "Happy birthday, Christopher."
It's not my birthday, but thank you. I thought you had. I almost thought you had forgot.
He did. That's why he's saying it now.
So, yeah. So I just think this is cool.
What?
It's this like stupid McMullen joke. You know how McMullen's joke.
Said, "At a bear."
I know they joke about their mom.
They joke about Rye's mom. They joke about Joey being a bear. They joke about any obese person being grandma. They joke about Sean being a Mets fan. I joke about something that Brett about something that Brett said once when he was wasted. What else do they joke about? They have like only here. They have only about like 6 running jokes.
Joseph Fowler said, "Affair."
Oh, they joke about Shane being a terrorist. Is there anything else they joke about? Connor actually is good at like having context to his jokes.
Jolyon said, "We are a very simple-minded people."
Hey, you simpletons. Why don't you vote on the fucking sound bites, you fucking schmagaloons? We got goodbye or we got grateful. And if you weren't listening, then
rewind.
Then go fuck yourself. Coal dropped to 15%. This marks a significant shift from 2017 when coal produced more than twice the electricity of wind and solar combined. Solar power was the nation's fastest growing energy source, increasing by 27%, while wind energy grew by 7%. Experts predict continued growth of renewables, suggesting that wind and solar energy will be crucial to meeting rising U.S. power demand. Wind and solar power generated more electricity than coal in the United States for the first time in 2024. This comes according to data released by the U.S. Energy Information Administration, which found that wind and solar energy sources accounted for 17% of the nation's electricity. That's all the shit that I just read.
That's good. I'm getting on the right track.
It's like, I was real curious if you were gonna say Brett's drunk quote like that. I don't want to like throw people under the bus. It's the funniest one though, and like it's not a running joke amongst McMullen. I mean, I don't know.
They need those simple-minded.
Yeah. You already voted. I already voted.
Yeah.
What? Katie voted. Terry voted.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Peen, what the fuck, man? Where's your vote? Are we missing any others? No, that's everybody. I know if Rye's here. Rye, Joey. Rye, Joey, Joe. Can you guys vote?
They all said, a bear.
Make sure you... Hold up. Do I have it? I guess... Oh, yeah.
Ryan McMullen said, "Ayo Terry." Joseph Fowler said, 2. Jolyon said, 3.
I want you to get out and vote. Joey, don't vote third party. Everybody knows a vote for third party is a vote for my opponent. So everybody vote. Get out and vote for the soundbite that you like best. Vote for the soundbite I like best. Alright, well, Joey's vote is discredited. He voted third party. Everybody knows you don't do that. I'm going with Grateful. Grateful wins.
Right.
On to the 11 and 12 seed matchup. This one's short and sweet. Everybody likes a short, sweet soundbite.
Hold on to your butts.
That's from Jurassic Park, if you guys don't know. And we got Holy Cannoli. I got some Holy Cannolis here.
Forget about it. Take it easy, will you? Oh! Expecto Patron in the trunk. Holy cannoli!
So do you guys like hold on to your butts? Not sure if either of the... I mean, Holy Cannoli, I have a lot of cannolis on the show. It's got some utility. Hold on to your butts.
Ryan McMullen said, 2. Terrence
It makes you want a cannoli.
said,
break
2.
out the cannoli. Haven't even opened.
Holy Cannoli! Are you gonna go with cannoli?
Yeah.
It had subliminal powers to make you instantly get up and grab a cannoli. Holy cannoli!
It reminded me that I was hungry.
All right, so we got. I'm gonna go with 4. We got 4-0 in the first half. Holy cannoli is a powerful soundbite. Do you think that are you noticing any difference of quality from bracket A to bracket B?
I think B probably has a little more quality.
More quality?
Yeah.
Okay. That's surprising considering these were the ones that I did not pick in the first initial bracket. So I think a 4-0, I guess I could wait. We'll talk about Gavin Newsom, who's a fucking bigot. He's a bigot piece of shit.
Why is he a bigot?
Governor Gavin Newsom launched his new podcast. Fuck his podcast. Come over to the Good Faith podcast. Fuck Gavin Newsom.
Charlie Kirk episode.
I think so, yeah. And his first episode quickly became a focal point of controversy. During a conversation with conservative commenter Charlie Kirk, Newsom was asked if he would support a policy barring biological males from participating in female sports. Would you do something like that? Would you say no to men in female sports, Kirk asked? I think it's an issue of fairness. I completely agree with you on that. It is an issue of fairness. It's deeply unfair, Newsom responded. This exchange led to widespread criticism and sharp headlines. The Los Angeles Times, Newsom's remarks about trans athletes had some Democrats sickened and frustrated. The Guardian, Newsom condemned for throwing trans people under the bus after sports comments. California's Newsom, longtime gay rights ally, opposes trans athletes in women's sports. Upon further questioning, Newsom commented that he has 4 children, including 2 daughters and his wife, who played college soccer. He reaffirmed his stance, stating, the issue of fairness is completely legit. However, in the same discussion, Newsom also expressed empathy for transgender individuals. That's easy to call out the unfairness of it, but there's also humility and grace that these poor people are more likely to commit suicide, Newsom said. Well, I mean, yes, but that's like... Kind of, it's like, yeah, it's irrelevant to the conversation.
Not
like,
completely, because being barred from sports kind of it would push you more towards it, I guess. But
I guess, but like, the way people talk down to vulnerable communities is an issue. I agree. I have a hard time with as well. Both things I can hold in my hand. Some Democratic backlash, some members of Newsom's own party condemned his remarks, including California's legislative LGBTQ caucus. The caucus released a statement expressing their disapproval. And then a bunch of these fucking Karens said, "We woke up profoundly sickened and frustrated by these remarks. All students deserve the academic and health benefits of sports activity. And until Donald Trump began obsessing about it, playing on a team consistent with one's gender has not been a problem since the standard was passed in 2013. A Democratic state senator, Scott Wiener, also criticized Newsom's comments. The governor has had many courageous moments over the decades supporting LGBTQ people. Wiener said, "This is not one of those moments. Charlie Kirk is a vile bigot, and standing with him on this issue is profoundly disturbing." How do Americans feel about Newsom? Speculation continues about Newsom's potential candidacy in the 2028 presidential election. Some suggest his remarks on transgender athletes may resonate with voters. A recent New York Times poll found that 79% of American people believe biological males should not participate in women's sports. Additionally, they polled exclusively Democrats, and 67% of Democrats agree that transgender individuals should not compete in women's sports. So, what do you think about this, Journey?
About which part?
Just about the whole thing. Obviously his remarks getting criticized, that's nothing new. But I mean, do you there seems to be an overwhelming majority of people agreeing that men, biological males, should not compete in women's sports. Do you agree with that?
No.
No, you don't agree with that?
I think it's fine to have the system that we had in place where the governing bodies of athletics have where they judge by testosterone levels, which is kind of like what you do with steroids, basically. You're banned if you have steroids. If you're I think you have to do it under a certain age or be able to reduce your testosterone levels to a certain amount to be able to compete in women's sports, and that's kind of just the general rule, and we've been working with that the last 20 years. Mm-hmm. And there hasn't really been an issue until the last couple of years.
Do you think that it could be... Do you think that it could be a mistake if, let's say, a league that was, let's say, an athletic like basketball, right? That is, struggling to obtain relevance in viewership, struggling to generate revenue. If, let's say, some biological male came in and just started like dominating the women, do you think that could do any harm to the women of the WNBA?
They're already struggling. What
But
difference is it gonna make?
I mean, it could be like a nail in the coffin for them if a biological man came in and just started like averaging a triple-double, and then
So why even watch women's sports if it's just so much inferior to men's sports anyway?
Well, that's what I posit, but
so then it doesn't really matter. And most people don't really care regardless. They're not gonna watch women's sports because they don't care about it.
So is your argument that women's sports are so lacking in competition that we should just allow biological men into jazz?
My argument is that you reduce their testosterone levels so they compete at the same level, which is what they do. And what about women for men's sports? We have that as well. No one talks about it.
Well, because who are they? Like, they are probably...
They're swimmers. They're the one I mentioned in one of the podcasts, like our first podcast.
I have no idea who they are. They are...
Yeah, because they're not talked about because they're not dominating women's sports.
Wait, not dominating men's sports, or
they do pretty well in men's sports, but they're not dominating women's sports, so it's not an issue.
I mean, yeah. Well, I just think most people on both sides of the aisle tend to agree that it.
Schuler Baylor, that was his name.
Okay. Oh wait, I went too far on this one. Shit. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. I think that Gavin Newsom was just being honest about his opinion. Obviously, facing a ton of criticism.
It was weird because he didn't even It was mostly Charlie Kirk just egging him on, trying to get. It felt more like Kirk was just trying to make him sound bad, and he conceded that point and was still kind of disagreeing with him more fundamentally on things. So it was kind of weird. I don't know why he brought Charlie Kirk on for his first ever podcast episode, but it's definitely not a good look.
All right, on to our.
Also, Schuler Baylor swam with Katie Ledecky.
Okay, is that she was an Olympian, right?
She's the best female swimmer.
Okay.
Breaking all the records.
And they swam with her. They swam with her
before they transitioned, I believe.
Okay.
And then he went to Harvard and placed 8th at 2019 NCAA championships. Third fastest time for the 100-yard breaststroke for the Harvard team in the 2018-2019 season, and winning his 3rd Ivy League championship ring as part of the Crimson's highest-ranked team since 1960-1961.
What are they? Harvard, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, good for them.
He ranked in the top 15 of all NCAA men's swims for the season, and top 34 of all NCAA Division I swims for the season.
Okay. And now we have, what did I say? The 13 and the 14. The 13 seed, guys, if you're still here.
No, I don't know. I don't know if they're serious. If they're serious, they are. If they actually want to fucking catch them all, that's what they're fucking doing. That's what I'm fucking doing.
That's the guy, that's the big fat fuck who's fucking talking about his Pokemon card addiction. He's buying all the Pokemon cards because he's serious about it. And we have oldie but a goodie.
I open a savings account in your name. That way, 500 years later, it'll be worth billions. Billions.
Oh,
Kate said, "Hi everyone."
Hey Kate. So just so you know, Kate, we're voting on 2 sound bites. Just say 1 or 2 in the chat. We got.
No, I don't know. I don't know if they're serious. If they're serious, they
And 2 is...
I open a savings account in your name. That way, 500 years later, it'll be worth billions. Billions.
Oh, I like money.
What's your vote, Journey?
1.
1? Yeah, I like that guy. I think I'm gonna vote 1 too. I don't know if they're fucking serious, they are. If they're serious, that's what they're fucking doing. That's what I'm fucking doing. Alright, so should I go on to our next story? This article posted the 36 companies that contribute more than half of the global CO2 emissions in the entire world. So a new report by the climate think tank Influence Map found that state-owned companies were responsible for 52% of global emissions in 2023, with just 36 producers contributing over half of the world's fossil fuel-linked CO2 output. Of the top 20 global emitters, 16 were state-owned entities.
Do we know what they are? Or?
Well, yeah. Well, I'll announce them right here. So, Saudi Aramco.
And that's oil, and that's the big private stock, isn't it?
Yes, I think they have like some crazy dividend deal, don't they? Yeah.
It's like the stock price is their dividend basically.
They have a 4.4%. They make up 4.4% of all of the CO2 emission in the entire world. Coal India makes up 3.7% of all the CO2 emission in the entire world. CHN, I wonder, is that Chevron? Yeah,
no, it would be CV. CHD.
CHN?
CHN.
Wait. Oh, no. Chevron is down here lower, but it's not. But CHN, maybe China Energy.
Consumer Health.
Oh
yeah, it's China Energy.
Okay. Jinyang Group contributes 2.9% of the CO2 emissions worldwide, and National Iranian Oil Co. contributes 2.8% of the CO2 worldwide. Then I guess you have these are more companies that we'd be familiar with. ExxonMobil contributes 1.3% of the global emissions. Chevron produces 1.1% of the global emissions. Shell produces basically 1% of the global emissions. Total Energies produces basically 1% of the global emissions, and British Petroleum produces basically 1% of the global emissions.
What was the one before Chevron?
It was Exxon, I think. Exxon with 1.3.
Basically all of the oil.
So yeah, like fuck those companies. Yeah, I mean, if you support those companies, all I have to say is,
I hear Equinor.
How dare you?
I hear Equinor on that. They do renewables as
well. I only listed the top 10.
Yeah.
So they could possibly be.
Well, they do renewables as well.
Well, that's good. It's a growing industry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they also do gas and oil. So.
Are they American?
No, that's the Danish one.
Okay. All right. Well,
or the Norwegian one. Novo Nordisk is the Danish one.
Okay.
Which is how.
And Danish is Denmark?
Denmark, yeah.
Okay. Guys, please vote on these. If you're listening right now, we need to vote on... I'll get them up one more time. We got...
No, I don't know. I don't know if they're serious. If they're serious, they are. If they actually want to fucking get involved, that's what they're fucking doing. That's what I'm fucking doing.
We got If They're Serious, and we got... What was the other one? It was, fuck.
I open a savings account in your name. That way, 500 years later, it'll be worth billions. Billions.
Oh, I like money.
Why does it say serious?
And they're serious there because he's got this big fat fucking mouth. All right. Well, we'll just have to wait, and we can go on to the next news story while we wait. South Carolina to execute man by firing squad for the first time.
KM said 2.
Kate says 2. Oh no, that doesn't help.
Yeah.
South Carolina to execute man by firing squad for the first time in the U.S. in 15 years.
Why?
So South Carolina will execute Brad Sigmund by firing squad on Friday, marking the first time in 15 years the method is used in the U.S. Sigmund, who was sentenced to death in 2002, so like...
That's why I'm saying it's cheaper to keep him incarcerated than give him the death penalty.
But why
23 years?
But what, like, how much did that?
It's so much money.
Appeals.
For appeals and retrials.
Yeah, and hiring a judge and hiring a jury, hiring lawyers to fucking. I hate court. And shout out to Kate, who just got summoned to jury duty. And fine. I don't know if I'm legally allowed to disclose this, but my advice to anyone who's ever summoned to their civic duty of being a juror. Just make yourself sound fucking biased. Like, just be like, yeah, I back the blue, you know, like, I want nothing to do with those criminals. They're a bunch of scum, you know, like, I hope they get what's coming to them. I'm racist, I'm a bigot, you know, I only like this and that. And just make yourself sound highly biased, so that way they'll be like, nah, like, we're not gonna put this person on a jury.
Well, I guess we'll never have jurors.
I mean, not like you'll never have a jury of me, you know, but
have you ever been summoned?
I don't know, but I think yes, yeah. I did exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I was like, I don't trust cops. I don't like them.
Said, LOL face rolling on the floor laughing.
I don't trust cops. I don't trust the government. The whole court system's crooked. You know, I just like, I mean, I wasn't even necessarily like lying so much when I said all that. So, I guess we can wait. All right, I'll keep going on this. See if I can get some other people to get in here and vote. I can't hear because my.
He said he's gonna come over in a few minutes to get the mail.
Oh yeah.
Is that okay?
It was fine with me. He should come on the pod. Do you think I should move on or keep reading? I guess I'll keep reading this. I just feel like when I go off on a tangent reading shit, then it like distracts people from the votes. But I mean, they're just like a little thing to keep us busy. South Carolina will execute Brad Sigmund by firing squad. While only 5 states authorize death by firing squad, one legal expert has called it the least inhumane execution method. Safety concerns... Least inhumane, so most humane. I don't know why they have a double negative. One legal expert, least inhumane. Safety concerns have been raised for both those shooting and the witnesses, with some questioning why the execution is not being held outdoors.
They're doing it inside? What the fuck? What is happening?
Blah, 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 blah. He killed his ex-girlfriend's parents in their home. Jeez. Chose the firing squad over the state's other execution methods, lethal injection and the electric chair. Yeah.
Like
the criminal? Yeah.
Okay.
According to one law expert, Sigmund's choice is not surprising and speaks to a larger conversation happening across the U.S. about execution methods. We have 6 methods of execution in this country, Deborah Deno, a professor of law at Fordham School of Law, said. I think firing squad is the least inhumane method, so I can understand an inmate selecting it.
What are the other ones, did they say?
Well, lethal injection, electric chair, firing squad, that's not Vinny, is it?
I don't know. Really fast. He said he was at Jason's.
No, I don't think it is. I don't see the other methods. All right, do we go with a 2-1 score? Is that?
Yes.
I guess that's what it's gonna be.
Just us voting at this point.
We got one from Kate. All right.
Cooper Kupp to the Seahawks.
Really?
I mean, they had no one, so it's not too surprising.
Yeah. I mean, they got JSN.
Yeah, that's all. The next guy was like Jake Bobo.
And they got Darnold, didn't they? Or
Sam Darnold? I mean, that's not a receiver.
No, but like it's pretty significant. And where did Geno went to the Raiders?
I thought he went to was it the Raiders?
I think he went to the Raiders.
Might have been the Raiders.
Yeah. All right, guys, we are on to our 15th.
I don't know. I'm not sold on Sam Darnold. So.
No, I mean, I'm definitely not either. We're on to our 15th seed, which is.
Now listen. This whole thing, all of this, it's all about me.
That's for our self-centered people who think that the entire solar system, the entire universe revolves around them. It's a lot. It's a lot of people who would think that way. Secondly, we have... Where is it? Oh, man. Where is it? We have...
Motorboat? You play the motorboat? You motorboat son of a bitch. You old sailor, you.
Sounds like a horse.
What's your vote there?
I guess 2.
Yeah, I guess so as well. I'm not quite sure if it'll go very far. It's got some utility, I guess, if we're talking about motorboating and stuff like that. I think I know what Joey would vote here.
If he were here.
Yeah. All right. On to this one, which...
Terrence Boyle Jr. said 2.
Yeah. Thanks, Terry. Hey, yo, Terry.
In the motherfucking suburbs with it. Hey, yo, Terry. Fuck going on? Hey, how's it going?
So, this one I found to be quite interesting. Illegal border crossings dropped significantly in February, with U.S. Border Patrol apprehending 8,300 migrants, according to Axios. This marked the lowest number since fiscal year 2000, which is when they started gathering these statistics. President Trump praised the drop on Truth Social, calling it the lowest...
Kelly Bullock said 2.
Okay. President Trump praised the drop on Truth Social, calling it the lowest number of illegal immigrants in history. Meanwhile, U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem highlighted the success of a recent ICE operation targeting gang members. Illegal border crossings decreased significantly in February, President Donald Trump's first full month in office, according to data obtained by Axios. Statistics reveal that...
K-Them said 2.
Okay. Statistics reveal that U.S. Border Patrol officers apprehended 8,300 migrants attempting to cross the U.S.-Mexico border between ports of entry during the 28-day period. On his social media site, Truth Social, Trump stated in part that February had the lowest number of illegal immigrants trying to enter our country in history by far, adding, "This means that very few people came. The invasion of our country is over." February's figures are the lowest since fiscal year 2000, which is as far back as the data goes. How does it compare to previous administrations? Under the Biden, or just the most recent administration, under the Biden administration, there were 189,913 encounters in February 2024 and 156,630 encounters in February 2023, according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection numbers. It wasn't until former President Joe Biden signed an executive order in June 2024 that the number of migrants crossing the U.S.-Mexico border illegally began to decrease. But, I mean, still, from 189,000 to 156,000 to 8,000. Like, that's a significant drop in illegal immigrants being, apprehended.
Doesn't that just mean they're not catching them?
I mean, it's possible, but I highly doubt
I highly doubt that it went from 150,000 to 8,000. That doesn't sound accurate.
well, I mean, it's what they're reporting. So maybe they could be like lying or misrepresenting the stats, but I mean, the numbers are the numbers. You know, they could be a lie, but on the campaign trail, Trump promised to crack down on immigration on the first day of his second term. Trump shut down the CBP One app, which had helped migrants seeking asylum gain travel access to the United States while awaiting approval. The Trump administration is attempting to carry out the largest mass deportation effort in U.S. history. According to data obtained by the New York Times, there have been nearly 23,000 arrests and 18,000 deportations since Trump's inauguration on January 20th. Meanwhile, on Tuesday morning, March 4th, U.S. Homeland Secretary, that's a tough word to say, Kristi Noem participated in a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE operation in... Wait, is this... Okay, this is something completely different. But, alright, so you're reluctant to acknowledge it?
I'm just looking at the Axios article. It's not that different from like 20 like 15 to 16 were pretty low. There was a spike during the COVID era. I thought during COVID, I guess it went down during COVID. Right before it was pretty high. And then throughout Biden's administration, it was pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
And I do remember Obama's administration was very low as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is an issue that doesn't really affect us so much in Pennsylvania. Like nobody's dying to like come move to Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? So we don't have a very big problem with like illegal immigrants, but I mean, I know people that live on the border and they're very passionate about this subject, you know, so I would imagine, you know, people who are touched by this issue are going to have a stronger opinion one way or the other about it, you know, and it doesn't seem like most of the people that live right next to the border are particularly enthused with, you know, all of the illegal immigrants that, you know, come to live with them. On to 17, 18, we got...
I'm so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
Such a goat. And we have...
Warning for form virus scan. I'm waiting for porn over here.
They're both good. We're into the
Kelly
peas.
Bullock said, I was a nurse in Southern California giving our free medical care to illegal aliens.
Mom, would you please vote for the 1 seed, which is...
I'm so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
That's the 1 seed, or the 2 seed.
Warning for form virus scan. I'm waiting for porn over here.
I was just gonna say some nonsense about snow. Like, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. What do you say, Cherney?
1.
You say 1. You like Jameis, famous Jameis. Me too. We're in a...
said 2. Kelly Bullock said 2.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Oh, really? Okay. So we got a 2-2 tie at halftime here. All right. We'll wait for some others to come in. I'll go on to our next news article, which is Proton Report shows big tech shares more user data. So when you got this Apple iPhone, when you're doing shit on YouTube like we're doing right now, basically whenever you're using Apple, Google products, I don't know what else, maybe your Amazon Siri, or what is it, Amazon Alexa, yeah, and Meta, anytime you're doing anything with Facebook, your data is being harvested and used to build a consumer profile on you, and you know every sort of privacy that you might have is being violated. According to Proton, a Switzerland-based organization, between 2014 and 2024, all three companies significantly increased the number of accounts they shared with law enforcement agencies. Meta, in particular, saw a 675% surge in shared accounts during that time. In total, the media platform shared over 3 million user profiles. That's not that much if we're only talking... I guess it's not even Americans. That's not... If you actually think about how much that is on like a worldwide basis, it's probably not that much. Proton also highlights how companies such as Meta, Google, and Apple boost their profits by tracking users who engage with their platforms. Through apps like Facebook, Meta... Through apps like Facebook, Meta can compile detailed profiles that include data from banks, health apps, grocery stores, and other websites. See, that's where I don't like this slippery slope, right? Banks, I mean, we all know what kind of corrupt bullshit they could do with banks. But health apps, I know that fucking health insurers are going to fucking obtain this data that they say is privileged, that they say is private, that they say they're not going to release. They are going to fucking release it. They have all of our health profiles probably categorized in some gigantic database, and as soon as US Health or Blue Cross Blue Shield or independent, like all of these health insurers, as soon as they pay Meta, Google, Apple a certain amount of money, I guarantee they're just releasing all of our fucking health profiles to these gigantic insurers, and they can give us the rates that they think we deserve based on our health profiles that our smartphones are sharing with them. So that's just something to think about.
That would be illegal.
Oh, would definitely be illegal, but like, who's gonna stop them?
The government.
Like, who's gonna prove their wrongdoing though?
What do you mean? So you think they're just gonna be able to buy everyone's information and charge different rates, even though you aren't you claim to not have whatever those diseases may be that they're saying you have? That would there would be many lawsuits about that.
While it may raise privacy concerns, law enforcement agencies must have a search warrant or a court order, such as a subpoena, to obtain user data from social media companies. If there is probable cause in an investigation, law enforcement can access photos, messages, and location information tied to a user's profile. In some cases, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, based on national security concerns, allows U.S. agencies greater access to user data with fewer restrictions. If authorities claim the need to protect against harm, the government may bypass some of the usual limits. Google, Meta, and Apple have policies regarding government data requests. On its website, Google states every request is reviewed to ensure it complies with federal and state laws. The company claims it limits the data shared, or in certain instances protests against sharing any information at all. Meta has a similar policy, stating it collaborates with law enforcement to maintain platform safety. And that's all I've saved on that one. But so you're of the camp, you think it's just fine, like no big deal?
So what, that we're giving our health information to Facebook and stuff?
Health, consumer information, banking information, like basically all of our shit is out there in the cloud. You know what I mean? Like, everything is in our smartphones, and they use our information to build consumer profiles so they can target advertisements to us, so they can basically, get us to consume more products that we already consume. And that's just being like liberal with how nefarious some of their intentions are. I think if you really wanted to put on a tinfoil hat and think about some of the dangerous uses that they could do with these smartphones. Like, the list is endless of the kind of, things that they could do. What are your thoughts?
I mean, our information's already been out there for various companies like your bank, and it's not like they're not like going out and selling it to whoever's the highest bidder. It's information that is kept private unless you're doing something unlawful. They're not gonna be like just giving out your health information just because someone asks for it and pays for it.
What if they pay an exorbitant amount of money for it?
Then it would be illegal.
Yeah, but like, do you think that these like billion-dollar global
they do
corporations
care about laws? Yes.
They can't.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing environmental health regulations like reducing their carbon footprints in ways. Like they definitely do care about laws.
I just feel
and
like
you get penalized in amounts of money for that as well. So
yeah,
it kind of just takes it away.
If you get caught, like I think they're able to cover their tracks. Like.
I don't think so. You would have people filing lawsuits over this if that were to happen.
I mean, even if like a peon filed a lawsuit, they'd be like buried in litigation though.
There would be more than just one person if they're doing this on like a national scale.
Perhaps. All right. Well, maybe I'm Chicken Little and I'm like overblowing this shit.
Well, Chicken Little was right, wasn't
he? Yeah. Well, maybe I'm Chicken Little and I'm right about this shit. Guys, we're still waiting on the votes to come in here. Just so you know, we're voting on. We just need a tiebreaker vote to come in here. It's.
I'm so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
Or.
Warning for form virus scan. I'm waiting for porn over here.
Did we both voted with Jameis, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So right now the executive tiebreaker is going to go to Jameis, but I would love to have a Democratic override of this shit. All right, we can go to. Effort to recall Los Angeles' mayor Karen Bass underway after January wildfires. So an effort to recall Mayor Bass is underway after the wildfires. Bass was criticized for leaving the country during the fires, which killed 29 people and destroyed thousands of structures. She fired Fire Chief Kristen Crowley over the handling of the fires, and the city council upheld her decision. This just makes me think of Nasty, and I want to send him the link. All right, Rye texted me. He votes snow. Mm-hmm. I think Peanut and Katie are probably done watching because they've been rather. Oh wait, yeah, Rye. All right, Rye says snow. That's an official Democratic tiebreaker. I'll allow a few other people to get in here if they want to. And the city council upheld her decision to move forward. Recall supporters need to collect 330,000 signatures. Bass strategists called the recall an extreme right-wing political stunt. An effort to recall Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass following the deadly blah, blah, blah. The group behind the movement filed paperwork with the Los Angeles Ethics Commission. The Los Angeles Times reported after initially filing with the state of California during the week of February 24th, Palisades Fire and Eaton Fire broke out on January 7th. In the days leading up to these fires, Bass left the country for a planned visit to Africa. She claimed she and her aides were not aware of the fire's severity. However, on January 6th, the mayor reposted a National Weather Service Los Angeles alert on her official X account.
Kate said 2.
God damn it, Kate! We're back to a 3-3 tie, but it still has the executive voting power of the board here.
Kate said, "Sorry, my responses are coming in so late. IDKY."
No, it's okay. There's an expected destructive and potentially life-threatening windstorm starting Tuesday morning through Wednesday afternoon, the warning said. Bass was in Ghana for the swearing in of its president as the Palisades and Eaton fires tore through neighborhoods and business complexes. Bass returned to Los Angeles on January 8th. Bass later called the trip a mistake. The Palisades fire killed 12 people, burned 23,707 acres, and destroyed more than 6,800 structures, according to California Fire. The agency also said the Eaton fire killed 17 people, burned 14,021 acres, and destroyed more than 9,414 structures. Bass fired Los Angeles Fire Chief Kristen Crowley in February 2025 over the handling of the wildfires. Bass said Crowley sent home 1,000 firefighters the day the fires
Terrence
broke
Boyle
out.
Jr. said, "Missed this round, lol."
All right, one last time, Terry. We are voting between... Wait, I forget what... Oh, sorry. Terry, we are voting between...
I'm so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
1 or 2.
Warning for form virus scan. I'm waiting for porn over here.
Dude, Crowley sent home 1,000 firefighters the day...
Ryan McMullen said, 1.
He already voted. I already counted his vote. He was a mail-in vote. But dude, this bitch sent home 1,000 firefighters the day that the fires broke out. Crowley denied the claim and instead blames the fire's destruction on a lack of funding and maintenance of fire trucks. Crowley appealed the decision and attempted to be reinstated by the Los Angeles City Council at a hearing on Tuesday. However, the council sided with Bass, right? Yeah. Now Los Angeles...
Terrence Boyle Jr. said, 2.
That is going to do it. Waiting for porn over here wins. Now Los Angeles voters will decide whether they want to remove Bass from office. For the recall effort to move forward, Bass's opponents will need to collect 330,000 signatures in the next 4 months to spark a recall election, the Times reported. In response, Bass's political strategist Douglas Herman said the recall filing is nothing more than another extreme right-wing political stunt designed to divide Los Angeles when we need to move forward. What are you? Are you still in the camp of that? You know, like the Los Angeles Fire Department handled it, like, rather well.
I don't think there was much they could have done, but I'm confused on the 1,000 firefighters part. Like,
it's
what,
dumb. Like, it's
is that actually accurate? Like, why would they send them home?
I don't know, but like this.
Well, because it sounds like Kristen Crowley's denying that. So.
Well, she's appealing the decision, but
yeah.
It doesn't sound like she's ever saying like, no, I didn't do that.
What? I thought you read in the article that said she's denying that.
She denied the claim
that 1,000 firefighters were sent home, right?
I suppose, but she blames the fire destruction on a lack of funding and maintenance of fire trucks. So I suppose
it sounds like they're at odds with each other, and kind of sounds like Crowley could just be the scapegoat.
Yeah, I think that is possible. But yeah, like no matter what actually transpired, it's a grand clusterfuck that is really unfortunate, and you know, I would hate to be, you know, a part of that city, especially right now. All right, guys, the number 19 and number 20 seed. This is a tough one. We already played this one, but this is the 19 seed.
Slap that wiener, wrap that wiener, tap that wiener, chop that wiener, tap rotisserie chicken.
We got rotisserie chicken, and then we don't have a lot of Kevin Samuels in the B bracket because I thought they were all so good, but we do have.
I find it funny that women like yourself, baby mamas, all of a sudden want to get stingy with the puss.
You know what I'm gonna vote. What are you gonna vote?
1.
Oh man. Oh, my sister said she just followed me on Spotify.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carly. Guys, if you're, I'll do this a little. If you guys are only following us on one platform, I appreciate you. With that being said, there's an unlimited amount of platforms that you can follow us on. We're on Amazon Music. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on
Terrence
YouTube.
Boyle Jr. said 2.
2, says Terry. Stingy with the puss is great. We're on, did I say Pandora? We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on RSS.com.
Ryan McMullen said 2.
Let's go.
I love Beelan. Julian said, are you on Pornhub?
I love Balin too. Are we on Pornhub? No, we're on Patreon. And if you want to stop being stingy with the puss, stop being stingy with the money, you guys can go to our Patreon and you can become supporters financially in our goals and dreams. Only $1 a month. $1 a month. That's the base level of support that you can show. I guess the base level of support you can show is none. But I mean, if you want to stop being stingy with the puss, stop being stingy with your wallet, you can start to become a paid subscriber, and it comes with...
Ryan McMullen said, like, subscribe and follow.
Yeah, if y'all motherfuckers don't like and subscribe this shit, we gonna shut this shit down. I need another 20 likes in the next 10 minutes, or I'm gonna turn this shit off, man. But yeah, so Joey, why don't you go check out our Patreon? The link's in our description. Go become $1 a month henchman for the Good Faith Podcast, and I'm trying to load it with good content, trying to load it with journalism articles. I'm always trying to think about ways that I can, keep giving value to our supporters, and especially keep giving value to our paid supporters, because they're who I do this for mostly. We got 3 votes for 2. Kate, if you're out there, I know Kate's gonna vote for Stingy with the Puss. And everybody should be voting for Stingy with the Puss. All right, so when you think of the value of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, what is its number one value to you that you think it is?
What do you mean?
If you could think about one reason why you would buy Bitcoin, what would that one reason be?
I mean, that it went up, I guess. But
so just gaining value, capital appreciation. Because I think one thing that a lot of people love to tout about Bitcoin is that it's quote unquote decentralized, right? Mm-hmm. But President Trump announced Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a host of other cryptocurrencies to be held in U.S. reserves. Bitcoin has since erased nearly all the gains made on the announcement. Many countries, including the U.S., UK, and China, have held significant amounts of cryptocurrency, much of it seized from criminal enterprises. The White House will hold a cryptocurrency summit this Friday, March 7th. President Donald Trump announced which tokens would be held in a U.S. strategic cryptocurrency reserve.
Sure, not his meme coin.
No. Over the weekend of March 1st. But the U.S. isn't the only country that holds digital assets. A U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the President Working Group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve. The President posted on Truth Social this morning of Sunday, March 2nd. I will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. I just have to say that. I will make sure that this country is the crypto capital of the world, Trump added. We are making America great again. Trump said the crypto reserve... What does he say? Crypto reserve would hold Solana? Wait. That's like a crypto coin. Will hold Ripple, Solana, and Cardano in his initial post. Obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum, as other valuable cryptocurrencies, will be the heart of the reserve, he later clarified. I also love Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, congrats. But I think that this, not that I'm not a cryptocurrency supporter. I I can see its value, but I have no interest in involving it in my portfolio. But I thought that one, I don't know, maybe you could call it a pro, maybe you could call it a con, was that it was decentralized. It was not beholden to these, federal reserves of these sovereign nations, so that you could, take it. You could be the arbiter of your cryptocurrency. But now countries like the UK, China, America are adding all of this to their coffers, and it's basically defeating the entire purpose of it being decentralized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Trump previously promised his administration would keep all the Bitcoin the U.S. government holds. It will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires in the future. He said at Bitcoin 2024 in July. This will serve in effect as the core of the strategic national Bitcoin stockpile. Further information about the strategic reserve sent crypto values surging on Sunday. Since sitting near all-time highs above 100,000 in early February, the price of Bitcoin plunged nearly 20%. Over the weekend, it recouped more than 15% of those losses, but retreated to start the week. How does the U.S. crypto holdings compare? So the government currently holds somewhere around 200,000 Bitcoin. So if you can do simple math, what's 200,000 times, let's call it 80,000?
Times 80,000?
Yeah, 200,000 Bitcoin, and then each Bitcoin is worth 80,000. So that's what, probably like 160 billion? Oh, wait, it says right here. That would put its value at roughly 16 billion.
Yeah.
Okay, so the U.S. Federal Reserve has 16 billion in Bitcoin, depending on price fluctuations, but yeah, that's about what I said. Meanwhile, it holds around 56,000 Ethereum. What?
Only one factor off.
We got 56,000 Ethereum, which is worth around 116 million as of Tuesday, March 4th. Most of the cryptocurrency held by the U.S. government was seized due to unlawful activity. Other countries also hold cryptocurrency from similar seizures. China reportedly held close to as much Bitcoin as the U.S. with 194,000, but way outpaced the U.S. on its holding of Ethereum at 833,000. Similar to the U.S., most of China's cryptocurrency was seized as part of blah, 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 blah. China doesn't report the information publicly, but is believed to have sold 20 billion in Bitcoin in 2025. Wow. Meanwhile, the UK seized more than 61,000 Bitcoin earlier in 2025 as part of a fraud investigation. El Salvador holds just over 6,000 Bitcoin. El Salvador is significant since it made Bitcoin a legal tender in 2021. However, the nation recently amended the law not to require all merchants to accept the digital asset. The change was made to secure funding from the International Monetary Fund. So it just seems like, I don't know. I think most of the allure around cryptocurrency was that it would be like a nice, discreet way to move around your money even if you go overseas. And now we see that most of this Bitcoin just ending up in the hands of the corrupt government that people are trying to hide it from. Like I don't really see.
It sounds like the ones hiding it are the ones that are corrupt. That's right.
Well, but the government is like, if it just ends up with the government anyway, why not just have the fiat currency of the government that you live with? You know what I mean?
Fiat too.
Like, why not take the devil you know over the devil you don't? You know what I mean? So that's my apprehension to cryptocurrency. And
I think the other idea was that, for some reason, in case like the economy collapsed and the dollar collapsed, that the crypto would suddenly be huge. But
it would be
if the economy crashed to where the dollar was like worthless, there'd be a lot more problems, and your crypto wouldn't be traded between other people that don't have crypto.
And
which is a majority.
Another part about this is we're seeing the economy, like the economy's not crashing, but it's going through a steep correction. And what's happening to cryptocurrency? The exact same thing. It's all tied to the same shit. The only thing...
Well, isn't crypto going down because of them trying to centralize it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is centralized, so it's no longer this hedge against inflation like everybody thought it would be. But I'll tell you what is, like, tried and true. It's lasted for thousands of years as a currency that just gains value is gold, silver, copper, platinum. So I'm telling all of my...
They don't just gain value. They've decreased too.
Yeah, but, like, if you put them on a, 1,000-year trajectory... They gain value, as time goes. They might fluctuate slightly, but for the most part, all these assets. I mean, like probably the same with Bitcoin too. You know what I mean? Like as we've seen, Bitcoin has gone up, and like I'm advising all of my people. Maybe if you want to get into cryptocurrency, get with something that's safe and like has like a reputation of stability, like Bitcoin. Don't go for Hawk Tuah coin or Shiba Inu or Dogecoin or Trump coin, Melania coin. Don't go for that shit. I wouldn't even go for Ethereum. Like
Ethereum's like the second biggest, isn't it?
I suppose, but like
you're gonna only do crypto or only Bitcoin?
I mean, I would personally advise people just stay away from it. You don't know. If you could explain...
Bitcoin's up 18,480.2%.
All time?
All time.
Okay.
Ethereum is up 980.57% all time. So both pretty good. Bitcoin extremely good if we're talking about that, like, 10-year history.
I wonder if you can even find what gold is all time. Like, there's...
I think it'll only go back like 100
Yeah,
years.
like... But there had to be a time when gold was worth, like, nothing. It was worth, like, a $1 or something. It might have been, like, 1,000 years ago, but...
Yeah, but the dollar was also worth a lot more 1,000 years. Well, 1,000 years ago, the dollar didn't exist, but, like, the further you go back, the dollar's also...
had
the
that.
value is a lot more. So comparing the gold to the dollar isn't...
No, but gold is doing the opposite of the dollar. Like, gold is worth more today than it was 100 years ago. A dollar was worth more 100 years ago.
But that's not accounting for the inflation. That's the point. If you're not accounting for the inflation, it's always going to show that the gold is going up. And even without that, you still see points where it does go down as well.
Well, 10 years ago, if you
gold
had...
was 72%. It's up 72% from 10. A little over 10.
My source says 136%.
What? Well, I guess you're 10 years ago. I'm going... Actually, yeah, because it went down. If you go back to January 2012, it's up 72.5%.
Uh-huh. Okay. And that's 10 years?
That's 13 years.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Your safest asset is, I think, stocks. You know what I mean? Like, the stock market is and it's a very complicated. It's very complicated to get into. I'm really proud of Rye for taking a real interest in it and trying his hand in stock market investing, because I know it's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. If it were easy to build generational wealth, everyone would do it, and then it would mean nothing to have it. So
in the last 13 years, silver is only up 0.95%.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a little discouraging. Okay. But in the past, 5 years, silver's doing really well, right?
Yeah. Since basically COVID started.
Mm-hmm. And
probably people put their money in everything.
I wish I could see 50 and 60 year charts, because that's how long I plan on holding my assets. I don't plan on selling my shit every 5 to 10 years,
A 50-year chart or a 100-year chart.
Where are we here? Okay, we are on to the 21. You can keep looking that up. I'm gonna present this now. We are on to the 21 and 22 seed. Here's a good one.
Stop it. Get some help.
It's a short and sweet beauty. It probably, let's see, what do you think about this one?
So you dress for me? Now this is how you dress in Florida? In a suit? For me? Anywhere. Florida, Timbuktu, I dress in a suit.
So what do you think? Stop it, get some help, or suit?
Stop and get some help.
Okay.
Here's this silver chart for the last 100 years. It's about 100% up, I think.
Okay.
So it went from $16 to like $31.
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad, but it's not like generational wealth or anything.
And all right, see, here's another thing, though, because like it says what 30. It says it's $31 right now.
Well, yeah, I think it was like 31.
Cause I'd be willing to bet. I'd be willing to bet
34.11.
30. I'd be willing to bet good money that you can't go and get like an ounce of silver coin for that cheap. Yeah, I mean, like the minting and all that shit, the minting, the condition, the rarity makes it so there's like a premium for people that are selling it.
It kind of depends on the purity of the silver, sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, like all the silver that I buy is 99%.
And coins are collectible, so
yeah,
those also raise those prices.
All right, so you say stop it, get some help. Yeah, I'm gonna say stop it, get some help as well. And I'll wait for some of these people to get in here.
To get some help.
Yeah, we need to stop it and get some help before I go to my next article. Is there anything that you want to bring up as a as an aside?
We could talk about Trump's approval rating.
What do you have it available?
It's 45%, the lowest of any president since polling has been a thing in like 6 years, 7 years.
Okay. Well, I mean, I despise Nixon, so I would always.
Nixon actually at this time of year bipartisanly wasn't bad in approval rating, but that was also way before like all the scandals came out.
I don't even hate Nick. I mean, I hate Nixon for a lot. I wonder when. Speaking of this silver and gold talk, the Bretton Woods Conference happened on July 1st, 1944. Wait, that wasn't Nixon, was it?
No, definitely. That's like Eisenhower. Nixon's like 67. Because he ran with Kennedy. Against Kennedy.
Well, huh. So.
What is it saying?
Well, this is just I wonder if this was maybe like revisited or something like that. I could have swore it was Nixon who took us off of the gold standard.
Oh, he did. But I think there was a part before where they were starting to get us off the gold standard under I don't think it was Eisenhower though.
Truman maybe? Was Truman in the 40s?
FDR was like 32.
So in 1971 was when Nixon took us off the gold
Kelly
standard.
Bullock said 1.
FDR was starting.
My mom loves Stop It, Get Some Help. So
FDR was the one originally starting in 1933, but I don't.
Okay, and so the Nixon shock was the effect of a series of economic measures. Tell me if these sound like good measures to take. He froze wages. He put surcharges on imports, sound familiar? And the unilateral cancellation of the direct international convertibility of the United States dollar to gold, taken by United States President Richard Nixon on the 15th of August, 1971. So, and I know basically what they did was like, however the fuck it happened, I guess probably like they shocked the market and like scared the market so that going into this change, the price of gold was like super low right before they took away its convertibility to the US dollar. And then right after they rounded up all the gold, they like shot the price of gold up once the government had it all and could no longer like convert it. You know what I mean? So I mean, he was just like a swindling piece of shit. Like I don't like Nixon. Think he would, and I'm not even here to say that Trump is like any better, but like I do think he's better at least than Nixon, who I believe is the worst president in U.S. history. Was he a Republican, Nixon? Yeah. I mean, not that that matters, but like anyone who fucking ruined our currency and put us into a state of stagflation.
Ruin our currency. It was a bad time period, but we are now in more control of our currency.
Yeah,
we can stabilize the market better.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really.
There is a reason that like every country went to fiat currency.
Yeah, I know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
You don't trust like economists, like experts.
Because
like that's like 90, like somewhere in the 90% of economists agree with fiat.
I don't know. It's going back to like this, like.
There it is! It's beautiful! Take your hat off, boy, that's a dollar bill!
Like a dollar bill used to mean something back in the 1800s.
It's the second most valuable currency.
What's first?
The euro, I think.
Okay. The British pound. Yeah, you're
not
probably
the pound.
right.
I think we're above the pound, but the euro itself, because it's like the whole continent. Not the whole continent, but like every country in the EU, I believe.
And we're just about 1-to-1 paired with the pound, I think.
Oh, I think we're a little bit above it, but
are we?
Let me just.
I thought we were like a little bit below it, but we've been like close to the pound for our entire lifetime. I'm pretty sure. But I remember when we were kids, like $2 was like a pound. I'm pretty sure. Now they're basically the same. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
I think they're close, but I'm pretty sure we're up.
Alright guys, it looks like Stop It Get Some Help won. So now we got the 23 seed and the 24 seed. 23 seed being, you keep on researching that and I'll bring this up.
Saying the strongest is the Kuwaiti dinar.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Kuwaiti dinar, Bahrain, I guess because of all the oil money.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm like. They're backed in something.
Well, it's not that they're backed in oil; it's that they can sell all their oil for their own currency.
Yeah, like we're backed by the U.S. military. That's like what that's our stake to being the world's like reserve currency. But I don't know if when we're grandparents, like we're gonna be able to say like we're gonna be able to talk about the U.S. dollar with such pride because it's got like.
So first is the Kuwaiti dinar, then the Bahraini dinar, then the Omani rial, the Jordanian dinar, the British pound, the Gibraltar pound, the Cayman Islands dollar, Swiss franc, the euro, and then the U.S. dollar. I'm surprised Swiss franc is above it. I guess Swiss banks, yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right, so the 23 seed.
Why don't you just give me the lines? Step on my head when I'm drowning. What a great friend. What do you mean, what?
You got, what do you mean, what, and... So we got, what do you mean, what? And who do you think you are, I am? I know what you're leaning.
I actually like both of them, but yeah, I'm probably gonna lean with who do you think you are, I am.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to split hairs with you here. I think we got a 1-to-1 game right now. 1-to-1 game in the first quarter, which is not gonna help if nobody votes. All right, this is the last This is the last news article that I have from Straight Arrow News, and it's maybe the most concerning. There's a biotech company hoping to revive the woolly mammoth. They create the woolly mouse. And dude,
Oh my God.
I mean, as concerning as this is, wait, where is it? I'm trying to pull it. As concerning as this is, look at how fucking cute this thing is. It's so cute. It's a woolly mouth. Woolly mouse. Look at this little woolly mouse. It's so cute. It's gonna eventually lead to the destruction of the human population, but it's gonna be so fucking cute because there's gonna be like woolly mammoths storming around, stampeding.
Not if they just do the mice. They don't have to do the mammoth.
Please, scientists, just give us the woolly mouse and stop there, because the woolly mouse is so cute. I'm gonna try and garner some votes. I gotta put on my best Bernie impersonation.
How did they even bring it back?
It's a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. How did they find
Crazy
woolly
DNA
mammoth
from all-
DNA?
I guess in fossils? I don't know.
And all right. So did you hear about this bitch?
I should gotta be a bitch already.
Oh, you're gonna hate her after you hear this. Stephanie Lovins. Does that name ring any bells?
No.
She's this bitch.
No.
Wait, I'm gonna show it to the camera. Do I got it in the right spot? Wait.
Yeah.
There we go. Stephanie Lovins. She created a GoFundMe. And this bitch, like, do I have to just fucking sell my soul in order to make money? She's raised $1,132. Like, that's more than we have, and we're doing. So, she wrote on this check. She went out to eat at a Mexican restaurant, right? She wrote on this check, fucking $87.84 check. That's like pretty healthy.
That's pretty
tip.
expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the tip? Or
Yeah.
you're talking about the...
No, that's the bill for the food.
Okay.
What did she tip? 0. You suck. Total $87.84. I hope Trump deports you. Was her reason.
What if they're literally legal citizens?
Stephanie Lovins deeply. This is her fucking bullshit ass
Did
like.
you hear about
explanation.
that too? There's been some legal citizens that have been detained by ICE as well.
Yeah, and then like I obviously hope that like justice prevails. I hope they're released and they don't have too much suffering that they endure. Stephanie Lovins deeply regrets a mistake she made that has had serious consequences on her life.
Oh my.
In a moment of frustration, she wrote something offensive on a restaurant receipt that she now realizes was hurtful and wrong. Since then, she has faced intense backlash, lost her job and real estate license, and had to remove herself from social media due to embarrassment and harassment. Stephanie understands
This is
that...
like bigger social media right now. You just
What, me?
No, her, because she made a GoFundMe and now is like making it around.
But like, who are these
the news articles?
Who are these bigots that are like fucking funding her?
It's just like hardcore conservatives.
Yeah, it's bullshit that
They're like, yeah, I agree.
American
Fuck
girl.
these Mexicans.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay. They probably hate tipping too. It's
Yeah.
probably a combination of both those things.
Stephanie understands that her words didn't just affect her, they also impacted the restaurant employee and others who saw the message. She deeply regrets the pain her actions may have caused and is committed to learning from this experience. She's not making
Learning by
excuses.
getting money from other
Yeah, right.
people for doing nothing.
She is not making excuses. She takes full responsibility for her actions and is enrolling in diversity training and educational programs to better understand the impact of her words and grow as a person. Right now, Stephanie is struggling financially as she works to rebuild her life. This fundraiser is to help her with basic living expenses, career transition, and educational programs so she can move forward in a positive way. Wait, I gotta fucking... Where's the world's smallest violin for this bitch?
Oh, you have that? Like the Mr. Krabs one?
No, I don't think so. Maybe
You should get the Mr. Krabs one.
I have this one. Here we go.
Stephanie is struggling financially as she works to rebuild her life. This fundraiser is to help her with basic living expenses, career transition, and educational programs so she can move forward in a positive way. If you believe in second chances and personal growth, please consider contributing to this campaign. Stephanie is thankful.
Fuck Stephanie. Stephanie, go fuck yourself. All right, and that brings us to the end of my, you know, politically charged yet unbiased news articles. What else do I have?
Did anyone vote?
No. We're going. Our viewers are decent, but the engagement right now is low.
You guys don't engage, we're gonna end this shit right now.
If y'all motherfuckers don't get the likes and the comments up in 5 minutes, we gonna shut this shit down, man. My mom was exercising. Peanut says, "Sorry, friend, watching a movie with Katie. Tuned out around 8. It'll be done at 10, so I'll rejoin."
When it's over.
I hate Peanut. I love him, but I hate him.
He's just like so oblivious now.
I'm gonna rejoin at 10. When the movie's done and you guys are still going.
You guys are still going. All night long. 1,000 episodes.
Should we? Do you think I should?
1,000 years, Morty.
You and me, Morty. 1,000 years. 1,000 episodes, Morty. Oh, I don't know, Rick. Do you think we should grade dating apps?
Sure.
All right.
Don't have anything else, I guess.
We'll wait, guys. We are voting. Just as a refresher, I forget where we're even voting. Not many. We're on 23 out of 32. 23 and 24 out of 32. So we're almost done here. What are we voting on again? We're voting on...
I don't remember either.
It was... Voting on... What do you mean what and who do you think you are? So we are voting on...
Why don't you just give me the lines? Step on my head when I'm drowning. What a great friend. We need what?
That is the 1. That is the 2. And we are split, so... Alright. Alright, so I guess in the meantime, we'll grade some dating apps. First, we have Angie. Angie's got some thick curves on her. So here's Angie's rack. Very nice rack. Angie, 20, looking for chatting, located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 5'1", never smoking, doesn't have kids. Oh, wait, Angie's got a face, too. Sorry, wait.
Angie's got a face.
Oh, wait, fuck.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. It's hard. How do I, get it to... Oh, fuck. Here's Angie's face.
Oh, fuck.
There's her face.
Okay.
So she's a pretty girl.
Pretty.
Here's Angie's body. Here's Angie's body. She is, definitely, and look.
Look at it. Look at it.
I want you to look at Angie's body. She's a dime.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
So, should we grade Angie based on femininity? What is it? We're basing Angie on femininity, youth, which, keep in mind, I have adjusted on a sliding scale. No, I've made it more realistic. Now our youth scale goes 18 to 22, A, so she falls in an A category for youth. 23 to 27, B. 28 to 32, C. 33 plus, D. Okay, so Angie, youth, A. Angie, femininity. I mean, it was a rather incomplete profile. What do you think she gets for modesty, though?
Probably a D.
A D. I mean, she's showing a lot. not a lot of bad. Like she's gorgeous. If I had a body like Angie, I'd be flaunting it too.
See it again? I didn't really get a good look.
Slide to the left.
Slide to the right.
Kelly
So,
Bullock said, so I'm a D?
you don't have a dating profile, so we're not going to grade you.
Where's the one with her face?
it's like the very first one that has her name on it, but you have to like slide up with your thumb on it. It's like difficult because of the way that like I took the picture. It's just difficult. It's terrible. It's just terrible.
Oh, there we go.
So Angie, youth A, modesty. What are we going?
D.
That's fair. Like,
It's definitely not.
I feel bad giving this girl a D because she's a fucking dime, in my opinion. Femininity, there's not much. She's never smoked, doesn't have kids, high school diploma, drinks occasionally, looking for chatting. What do you say for femininity? She's got some.
Like a B.
She's got some forearm tattoos. I don't know if that kills anything for you.
I was. She also has a side tattoo.
Yeah, she does, and she's got a chest tattoo. It looks like.
She does?
Like very high up on the chest, so it's not like on the titties, but it's like very high up near the shoulder.
Oh, like a word.
Wait, Mom, while you're here, we need you to vote, please. Can you please vote on?
Why you just give me the lines? Step on my head when I'm drowning. What a great friend. What do you mean, what?
And we got what do you mean what and who do you think you are? I am. What do we want to give her for femininity? B?
Yeah.
B, okay. And Joey comes in with a
Jolyon
vote.
said, 2.
Leon. Joey Leon. Hey. Joey says 2. Mom, vote when you get a chance, please. And what,
Kelly Bullock said, 1.
Oh my god, we got a fucking tie. I hate ties. What's our last metric that we grade? Beauty. Oh, yeah, I'm giving her an A for beauty, right? Okay. What is an A, D, B, A?
D is straight B. 3.0.
3.0?
That D really killed her.
I know. It's a shame she's showing off her goodies, like leaving very little.
Beauty and modesty kind of converse.
Leaving very little to the imagination. On, we have. Let me get through here. Wait a minute. I got all this shit. Okay, on we have Alexis. Oh man, this is a fucking train wreck here. Alexis, 35. Live, laugh, Lexapro.
What is Lexapro?
I think that's like an antidepressant if I had to take a guess. Or some fucking, some...
Sounds like a computer system.
True crime is my white noise. I do not need to go making my own babies when there are so many orphaned or abandoned children. Yep, she's a psycho.
Okay,
when there are so many abandoned children who need love, attention, time, and care. That's a quote of Ashley Judd. According to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their powers, Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves.
What's going on about?
She's a fucking dumb 35-year-old.
What religion is this? Is this Christianity?
No, it sounds like Greek paganism.
Okay.
Thank you for your candor, Divergent. I don't know. When I say I'm not having kids, like she has to have... Her entire personality is about not fucking birthing children, which is like a turn off to me, but maybe not to everybody else. When I say I am not having kids, I mean I'm not having kids. That is not your cue to say, "Oh, you'll have kids," or
someday
you'll change your mind, or it's different when they're your own. My decision is not a personal attack on your chosen lifestyle. Well, I know, but it's like a, I mean,
which basically she doesn't want to be attacked for her opinion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna attack her for her opinion. I'm just going to grade her horribly for it. A phrase I often say is the horror persists, but so do I. Here is her photo. The horror persists, but so do I. I think her name's Ashley. She's like, she's mediocre. She's got the mark of the devil, that septum piercing in her nose.
Oh, I thought you meant the little mark of the devil.
Be nice, we're allowed to fight at this location, it says.
Huh?
I mean, she looks like not that bad. It's just her personality is so off-putting. She's so passionate about not having children, which is like fine, you know what I mean? But it's just weird that it's like her entire personality is seen.
Well, it's probably because I don't think it's her. I don't think women put their a lot of their personality on like dating apps. The biggest things they put is because men are always asking them these questions or saying like basically one night stand things.
But like,
they want to have sex or they want to have kids, but they don't want that, so they're trying to make it as clear as possible. Because people ignore it.
That's fair, but like, I mean, I guarantee the people who are not asking those questions are the guys that are just looking for like a one night fuck. You know what I mean? Like anybody who cares about a woman's, prospects as a mother to his children is obviously looking for like a wife, which is.
I'm not just talking about one night stands. I'm just saying that's one of the many things you'll see on there. Another one is regards to kids, whether they want them or not.
Yeah.
Which is a big topic that you should be in agreement on.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like,
but that's the thing. There's probably a lot of guys that are saying, "Oh, you'll change your mind. Oh, but you'll change your mind if they're yours or in a few years."
Well, she's 35. Like she's like it.
I don't think she's changing her mind.
Her fate is sealed, so to speak. All right, so let's give her a grade on youth. We know this is she's 35. She gets a D. Beauty. What would you give her?
The C.
C.
I don't think that first picture didn't really look good, and then
that's fair. Like a C for her is fair.
Her face didn't really do it for me.
Yeah. Modesty. She's just so opinionated that I think it like takes away from her modesty.
What's her opinions other than not wanting kids?
It's just like this, like. It's just this, like, how do I explain it? This, like, grungy, like, dry humor that she thinks is, like, super funny. Just being all about, like, Greek paganism
I didn't get all that.
And, like, being on, like, Live, Laugh, Lexapro. Oh, that's so funny. Like, you're on an SSRI. You're such a funny person. Like, I just see...
Not even original anymore. Everyone's on antidepressants.
I just see her as being like a big headache to date. I would want no part of it. For modesty, what a C? Do you think that's fair?
I was gonna say a D.
D? Okay, D. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I agree.
And beauty. We already did beauty, right?
Yeah.
So what else? Femininity. I mean,
probably
D. Yeah, D in femininity. What is CDDD?
Wait, we did all of them?
Yeah.
Well,
she got a C in beauty.
We did, yeah. Beauty, femininity,
youth, and modesty.
Oh, youth. That's right.
CDDD.
Like a 0.2. Wait, so C would be 2, D would be 1.
Yes, correct. So it's like a 1 point.
It's a 1.25.
1.25. Okay.
Probably the lowest. Have we had a 1?
That's a good. I remember there was the like 300 pound.
Yeah, maybe.
The 300 pound 5'4" girl or something like that. I got a soundbite for this.
Okay.
Oh, value.
Yeah, your value is low.
Oh, wow.
How do you know that?
You know.
Because you're 5'4" and 200 pounds.
Okay.
At 37 years old with 2 kids. That's how I know. In Kentucky.
In Kentucky.
Okay, that's your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
You never seen my body before, so you
I don't have to see your body. I know you're 5'4" and almost 200 pounds with 2 kids in Kentucky. And I see your picture.
Alright, and let's compare her to another 35-year-old, right? Mm-hmm. So this is Trish. I think she's gonna grade so much higher.
Other than the youth category.
Yeah, but like she just looks.
Which one is?
She's the girl in the middle, I presume.
Do you only have one picture?
No, I think there's more. I always try and get like a good sample if there's a good sample available. Yeah, so you look through it.
Oh.
Go to the right
Okay,
to
yeah.
see the next. And I'll show the camera. Do you like when I have this camera? Now I'm using the built-in camera from my screen.
Yeah, I noticed.
This is Trish. She's the Asian girl. I think she's got a cute smile. She looks fairly modest. That's all that I have of Trish. She is 35, she, her, site optimization at tech company. I'm hoping you want me but don't need me and are an active, passionate, glass half full kind of person with your own hobbies and goals. So, youth, D. Beauty.
I'd say a B.
A B? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. She looks like she's probably like underneath 5'4", definitely underneath 200 pounds. So, yeah, I'll give her a B in beauty.
How can you tell her height?
Well, I'm seeing her amongst a crowd of other girls. She's the shortest girl there,
They're just
and
all monstrously tall.
yeah, but I doubt it. Like they're
Yeah.
probably all average height. They're probably all 5'7" or so, and
Yeah.
she looks like she's a good like 3 inches underneath them. Yeah, so like I'll say she's 5'4". Probably if I had to size her up, I'd say she weighs about 145 pounds or so. Modesty. You gotta give her like a
Hey.
give her an A, yeah. And what's left? Femininity. Once again, like
Yeah,
hey. I'm pretty sure I got her when I was in California.
Oh yeah.
And like Asian women in California, specifically in the tech industry, are like single-handedly like offsetting a lot of the wage gender gap because because like they are earning so much more than white men, and even probably
Asians in general make more than
Mm-hmm. But yeah, but Asian women are, I think, like the only demographic of American women that earn more than their male counterparts. Or I'm not
actually I
maybe
don't know
not
if
more
they
than
make
their
more
male
than-
counterparts, but more than other a lot of other males
they,
of other
they
races.
make more than other race males.
Yeah. Okay, so DBAA is a.
DBAA.
Is that just B's across
That's
the board?
B's, yeah. 3.
3?
Yep.
3.0. All right, Trish. That's probably the lowest GPA she's ever gotten in her life. Next we got Tamara. Guys, can we get some votes? If we don't get some votes real quick, we gonna have to shut this shit down. What are we? We're still in.
What are we voting on?
We're still in a fucking 2-2 tie on this fucking. Who do you think you are? I am versus. What do you mean? What?
I could just change mine, and we could also say you have the more
seniority
vote
on the vote.
because yes, it's more your podcast.
Wait,
oh,
here we go.
Ryan's voting.
Ryan is the swing vote with. I'll play it one more time in honor of Ryan because I know
Ryan
he loves this
McMullen
one.
said 2.
I changed my mind. I'll switch my
Right.
Why don't you just give me the lines? Step on my head when I'm drowning. What a great friend. What do you mean, what?
All right. So what do you mean? What goes
Terrence
on?
Boyle
I thought that
Jr.
was
said,
one.
missed that one also.
Oh shit! Wait, guys. All right. Wait. Sorry, Terry. Just so you know. Oops. Let's get back to it. Yeah, this was the first one. Sorry. Right. Just so you know, this is.
Why don't you just give me the lines? Step on my head when I'm drowning. What a great friend. What do you mean, what?
That is the one. That is the 2. Terry, those are your 2 options. Rye, is that your final answer that you're voting against? What do you mean, what? Because I think Ryan also voted against erroneous, which is fucking erroneous.
Erroneous!
I'm voting for
Ryan McMullen said, I'm voting for
Okay.
what do you mean what?
Okay.
What?
Terry, I'm gonna give
Ryan
you...
McMullen said, you played them backwards.
Yep.
Terry, I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Please don't tie us up here. That would be really fucking erroneous.
Erroneous!
Okay, Terry
Terrence
says
Boyle
1.
Jr. said 1.
Thank you. I will amend my bracket, and we will move on, guys. Thank you for getting the engagement up. If you haven't already, I know you guys are already subscribed. We are on our 25 seed. 25 seed.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
And our 26 seed.
Though the sign is real simple, B. It says cock it up.
So do you like cocky Will Smith, who's fucking saying keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, but she let fucking...
Kelly Bullock said 2.
Yeah, I'd say 2 as well.
You say 2. Kind of it sucks because I always liked Will Smith as like for my entire life, and then
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was like a great show.
yeah, dude, it's a shame. It's a shame to fall from
Some
grace.
movies like Pursuit of Happiness, I, Robot.
Oh, dude, like the Bad Boys
Independence Day.
saga.
Terrence Boyle Jr.
Men in Black.
said 2.
Men in Black, yeah.
2. I'm gonna go with 2 just so I don't have to vote for that cuck. Here we got Tamara, 29. Here's Tamara, 29. I think is it good? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
29. She's 5'3", active, undergraduate degree, not a drinker, not a smoker, woman, never smokes weed, open to kids, don't have kids, Virgo, Christian. I'm looking for a long-term relationship, fun, casual dates, ambition, empathy, openness. Fairly modest, though I can see she's got some tickle bitties.
Where?
She got big old titties.
Okay.
She got some big old titties. She goes to the gym. She loves skiing. What a fucking green flag. Deep chats, fashion. Oh, here's a better picture of her tickle bitties.
Alright.
I was thinking of adding. So my praise button is right now my man, but I was thinking of what?
My man.
I was thinking of adding like maybe from Jurassic Park, like clever girl.
KM said, face rolling on the floor laughing. Big all titties.
And she's got a beautiful face, and look at this hair, like nice wavy hair, right?
I like the color.
Yeah, like I think she is. I think
Not
in
mostly straight. I guess it's a little wavy.
she in most of these pictures she's got straight hair. In that picture, it's wavier than in other pictures. All right, so Tamara
KM said, she looks beautiful. I'm trying to zoom in, but I can't lol.
Sorry, I can maybe in the future make this. I wonder, can I do it while I'm live on the podcast?
What?
I bet you I can make this bigger. Let me get like
that.
Is that gonna?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. I'm a fucking tech genius. Okay, so.
Mind manning yourself.
So, here, Kate. No need to zoom in because I'm fucking.
Doing it for you.
Fucking look at. I think her best picture is this one right here. This is Tamara, 29, Christian, skier, tiggle bitties.
She got big old titties.
Kate, if you could also vote, please. I think, what are we on here? Are we on, we're on 25, 26? Oh yeah, that is Cucky Will Smith.
Yeah.
Kate, we got Cucky.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
And we have Wrap It Up.
Though the sign is real simple, B. It says cock it up.
Which I was suggesting that Devin and Kate do, so Devin does not have to get a vasectomy. But that's obviously like a conversation that they should have in their marital bedroom and not on my podcast.
Not with you.
Tamara 20. Wait, I already discussed this. So, what do we give Tamara for youth? 29. Do you know what that is?
Ryan McMullen said 2.
Rye says 2. Rye didn't vote yet?
Yes, not.
I thought he did.
No.
No? Okay. Rye votes 2. That's a landslide win for Wrap It Up. Yo, that sounds real simple, B. You better wrap it up. You better wrap up that gavel, B. Alright, Tamara. Who's this? Joey says 1. Fuck you, Joey. You're such a...
Julian said 1.
I know Joey. Right? I know Joey loves to cuck. He loves the...
Okay.
He loves to cuck. Alright. Her age puts her in a C for youth. It's unfortunate. Femininity? I'm gonna go A, right?
What did she say in her profile?
She likes skiing, she's active, she's a Christian. I know you're not huge on that, but that doesn't, like, cater to her femininity, I would say. Undergraduate degree.
Really?
What?
Neither does skiing, really.
I think skiing can be a very feminine sport. Yeah.
I mean, it's just a sport. It's not like it's...
But it's not like I don't know, cage fighting or roller derby. Like
I'm not saying it's specifically masculine, but I'd say it's gender neutral.
Yeah, sure, okay. But yeah, like, she doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke weed, she's open to kids, doesn't have kids, Virgo, Christian, she wants a long-term relationship, fun
Ryan
casual
McMullen
dates.
Said it's just 'cause he loves skiing.
Yeah, basically.
She's looking for ambition, empathy, openness, deep chats, fashion, that's feminine. Teach me something about your life.
I mean, do you want your woman to be about that?
Yeah, like, as long as... It depends on what her job is. Like, if I'm
more with them wanting to have similar interests in fashion or whatever.
Alright, but what do you want to give her femininity?
I'll give her, like, a B or an A, I don't know.
B? Alright, I'm fine with a B. Femininity, beauty, did we already do beauty? No. What's her beauty? A? Yeah, I think that's fair. And modesty. I think it's...
B or an A.
B. I am seeing a lot of cleavage, so...
At least she had a midriff.
No. Yeah, there's one midriff. But I mean, it is... It's a shame because she looks like she's probably got, like, double D's, so, like modestly hiding them
should be less modest.
Alright, do we want to, you want to go B?
Yeah.
I think that's fair. So that's what, B's across the board with CBAB?
Yeah.
That's just a 3.0?
Yep.
Okay. And what was it? What one? I forget what it even was.
The second one, the non...
Oh, it was Wrap It Up.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. We are on 27, which is...
You fucking done, son!
versus... Who's gonna you're done? Who's gonna win? You're done.
And then they have to face each other in the next round.
Is it gonna be Chappelle or is it going to be Balin? Chappelle or Balin? Cherney, which you're done do you like better?
I'm not even a fan either. But
I kind of.
You fucking done, son!
You like that one
Kelly
better?
Bullock said 2. Ryan McMullen said, gonna vote Beelan this time. Julian said 1.
Okay, so we got a 1-2 game.
Well, it's 2 because I said 1 as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, this is tough. So right now I'm a tiebreaker.
You fucking done, son!
Guys, just so you know, those are the 2 options to vote from. We can move it on to the next dating app. Right now, that's all the... Oh, wait. We have this dating app. Oh, God.
Always a good sign.
I'm just going to skip that one.
Alright.
We'll go to Sarah. Sarah, 27, okay? 27-year-old Sarah lives in the, I'm assuming this is in the San Diego area, Sarah. Less small talk, more sending open table reservation details. Sounds like a little bit of a gold digger thing to say. About me, 5'3", active, in grad school, sometimes drinks, never smokes, woman, never smokes marijuana, open to kids, don't have kids, Gemini, liberal, Catholic. I'm looking for...
Liberal Catholic.
Yeah, that is... Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I'm looking
Terrence
for...
Boyle Jr. said 1.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. How you know that? I'm looking for a long-term relationship, fun casual dates, ambition, humor, emotional intelligence. My interests, I'm a foodie. That means that
I
means
love people who say they're a foodie.
Yeah, like it just means
everyone likes food.
Yeah. Sarah is passionate about being a foodie. She also likes yoga, wine, exploring new cities, reading. Just seems so fucking basic.
I mean, I guess there is a difference between liking
Here's another
variety.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like a cop out for it just means like I have no interest, you know what I mean?
Except eating food. Living. See, she's grateful. She's grateful to wake up every day.
She looks like she looks short. Like in beauty she's winning.
What's wrong with short?
No, I love it. I said she's winning because of it. My character flaw is, I don't know, I sing in the shower. Literally something that a lot of people do. Sometimes I spend too much time volunteering. Oh, well, she's humble bragging about her flaws. Trash. Occasionally I'll hit somebody with my car, so sue me.
Okay, so she's just joking, but...
Oh my god, I think she's cute. Oh, Rye, if you're still watching, Rye, you're gonna hate it. Wait, hold up. My causes and communities are feminism, reproductive rights, human rights. I think she's beautiful. Her personality, it just bothers me. I don't know why. Just like seems very like
it's bland.
Yeah, sanctimonious and like uninspiring, which is a bad combination. I didn't really do it. Yeah, I did a good job showing that. What am I gonna vote with? Did I record? I think I recorded everyone's vote, right? We got one.
Why is that picture the one you like so much?
Just like wearing a gown. Like that's not. I would say her being like her being short here is the picture. I like,
just seeing her being short in comparison.
She's not even like I don't even think I'm giving her a for beauty. But let's start with her youth. 27 gets a what?
I don't know. A B or a C?
A 27 gets a B. She's on the cusp. On the cusp of a B.
23 to 27?
23 to 27 gets her a B. Here we go. I have 2 plus -1 equals 1 from the discussion that we had a long time ago. What, I forget what we were even talking about, but
it was like splitting in half, like from you.
Oh, debt.
You have
debt in a marriage.
And she has negative 100,000.
Sarah gets a B in youth. Beauty, what do you give her?
A B.
B, fair. Femininity, what do you give her?
I mean, she's all about feminine causes, I guess.
Yeah, but feminists are not necessarily feminine.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I mean, she looks feminine.
She does. Yeah, she does. Like she's wearing a ball gown in the last picture too, and yeah. What do you want to give her? Like a
B or
a B? I'll give her a B. She's on somebody's like boat, which is like a red flag.
Okay. What if it's just a friend or a family member?
Because like people that earn boats don't just let people on their boat.
What if it's
like
a family member?
Well, then she's probably like a fucking a rich entitled brat. But
you're about to say incest.
No. And then what do we have? Modesty. I got a midriff, but like it's not like she's showing off like
modestly bragging. I don't know. That's modest. But...
Yeah, true. Yeah, like, but I once again, I think she deserves what, like a B?
I was gonna say C.
C?
Because the personality wasn't very modest.
Are you able to calculate BBBC easily?
Yeah, 2.75.
2.75, okay. 2.75 for Sarah. And what we're on this you're done shit right now, right? It's a 3 to 2.
Still not done.
You're done. That was the 27 seed. No, I'm sorry. This is the 27 seed. And right now, Chappelle's beating Balin. Right, because we got
3 to 2. Or...
We got 2, 2, 1, 1, and then you voted Chappelle.
Yeah.
I don't feel like having a tie right now. So I'm gonna vote for Chappelle because I do think it's like, I think it's funny.
Just gonna face another.
Fucking done. Maybe, but maybe the other You're Done's not gonna win. So here's.
They already did.
Wait, no.
Unless
what, wrap it up. You're talking about?
Yeah.
This one, but
unless it's not facing that one.
This one goes next.
You're making a mess. You either do it right or you don't
Put
do
them all
it.
together.
I want to do it.
You're done. You are done.
It's good, but it does not deserve to beat out the late great Gene Hackman.
You get nothing. You lose.
You're 5 of 5. So either way, it's You're Done, basically. I'd say Gene Hackman.
Yeah, that's fair. Guys, if you could vote on Gene Hackman versus Mike Ehrmantraut, you are done, or you get nothing, you lose. And we'll go to our next dating app, which is... Oh, there was one... Oh, man. Sarah's got a cute little cat. Cute little fucking cat.
You're already sold A's across the board.
But this picture does not do great things for her beauty, I would say.
Why? Wrong with her?
Well, like, I think she's just like... I think she's kind of a little...
Like a cat lady now?
No, I just think she's kind of like mid.
I thought she looked pretty.
She's got like pretty big eye bags.
Eye bags?
You see them?
Yeah.
She's got pretty big eye bags.
How old is she?
27. She's got a little bit of a double chin.
What? Where? You can't even see her neck.
Oh,
Do you know what a double chin is?
Look, that's a double chin, audience.
That's not a double chin.
It's a little bit of a double chin. It's a little bit. Like, there's like a difference between her, there's, like, her face.
About, like, the line on the side of her face?
Yeah, like, she doesn't have, like, a very defined
that's like
jawline.
Her smiling. That's not what I call a double chin.
It's not, like I said, it's a little bit of a double chin. I'm not acting like she's, like, Jabba the Hutt, but there's a little bit of a double chin. Either way, we already gave her, like, a B. Oh, wow, but then she's, like, goes and redeems herself like this. She's like the... She's like the...
Doesn't have a double chin.
Yeah, she... Dude, a little bit. A little bit. Look.
Kelly Bullock said, bad angle.
Here's a lot of bad angles. Look, I'm not saying that she's a hideous beast, right? Like, she's got... Because, like, if you zoom out, her beauty is unquestioned. You know, like, she's beautiful, but...
Use binoculars.
But she's 27. Like, her looks are not gonna trend in the right direction. So, like, you know...
Okay, well, the same for anyone.
I know. But, like, there are some people who have a base level of 0 bit of a double chin whatsoever, and some people who have a little bit of a double chin, and it's going to become more pronounced with time.
Well, not if you're like, losing weight.
True, but she's a foodie. I hate foodies.
How she said that?
Foodies are the worst, dude. I mean, just because, like, your hobby is consuming calories and not putting yourself at a caloric deficit, which Which
it doesn't mean they have to eat more food. They just like to eat food in variety. It's like that they can have meals at like it
all right,
doesn't mean like they're gorging themselves in 4,000 calories.
All right, I'd be doing the same, right? Looks like she's here in Venice. I'd be doing the same, right? I'm not gonna fault her, but how many different items of food does she have there? It looks like at least 4 items of food. And a glass of wine.
It's like partially out of picture. Are those like all dumplings or something?
They're like appetizers of some sort, but like viewers.
They look like different colors of the same thing.
Viewers, look, she's got 4 different foods here. Like she's a foodie, all right.
Well, she could probably with someone.
Probably, and like I'm not like she's probably not housing all of these things to herself.
I don't think she's eating all 4 of them herself.
It looks like 4 different garlic breads with like different spreads on top of them. Like, but I'm gonna stop I'm gonna stop going in on Sarah because she's beautiful. She looks like she's got a good head on her shoulders. Whatever, good for her.
Good for her. Oh my god, you said so reluctant. What else about her?
No, that's it for her.
Say anything? Just that she's a foodie?
What my therapist would say about me: that girl should see me more often. What? I'm a crazy cat mom. And yeah, like talking about how she sings in the shower and all that shit.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Now we are on. Does this girl have her name up? I don't think she has her name.
Did we grade her? We didn't even grade
her. Yeah, no. Sarah got like B's across the board.
I don't remember grading her.
She was the one that we. I don't even know where I fucking. She was the one that we gave a B. She was 27. We gave her a B. She was fairly beautiful, fairly modest.
Okay, what grade did we give for those?
We gave her a 2.75.
No, I mean for the... So, what did we give her for beauty and modesty and...
B, and C was modesty, I think.
And B for femininity?
Yes. I believe
thought that was the one before.
No, she just had many pages on her profile, so we've been going over it for a while. Mom, if you could you vote between... Could you please vote between...
You're making a mess. You either do it right or you don't do it.
But I want to do it.
You're done. You are done.
And...
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Joey, if you're still in here, we need your vote too. I'm once again asking you to come
Kelly
and show
Bullock
support.
Said 2.
You say 2, yeah. You gotta love Willy Wonka, dude. He's a goat. Okay, we are on to
Terrence
this.
Boyle Jr. said 1.
Really, going for Mike Ehrmantraut. Okay. It's a 3-1 game at halftime. We are on to... Who is this? I don't know her name. So, nameless woman. Everything happens for a reason. Mom of 2 boys. Bisexual. Gamer girl.
Said 1.
God damn it, Joe. Joey says 1. It's a 3-2 game coming out of the half. Gamer girl, all you can do is be ready for the good so that when it comes, you invite it in. Looking for long-term relationship, located in Sicklerville, New Jersey, 5'2", has kids, high school diploma. Here's a picture of her. There's a big glare from the TV. I wonder if I could maybe...
the computers.
Yeah, no, wait. I wonder if I can maybe turn the computer screen down, and that would probably give me less glare. Appearance? But where's the brightness? Control center?
Should be like next to volume, right? And it should be on your keyboard, shouldn't it? The little
displays. Here we go.
There should be a little sun button on your keyboard too.
Well, I have like a custom keyboard.
Oh.
Not the
Aren't
one.
you fancy? Nice humble brag.
All right, guys. back to, oh god, Mark of the Devil, septum ring in her nose. She's bisexual. She's got 2 kids out of wedlock. I mean, maybe she had them in wedlock, but the fact remains, she is now out of wedlock. Is that a double chin, or is that just like a pie head to you?
What's a pie head?
Like just a big circular round fucking, just a big Humpty Dumpty head.
Okay. Yes, it's a pie head.
She's got a fucking pie head in a pie hole where she shoves fucking, she shoves salami and she shoves roast beef in her fucking mouth. She's bisexual.
When I think of double chins, I think of more like the neck area where it goes down more.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm
Terrence Boyle Jr. said, a pie head?
Was that a question?
Yeah.
like when you think of a big cream pie, right? Like a big round white head. That's what I think of when I think of a pie head. I think of somebody with just this big round fucking head. And then here's another symptom of a woman who's living in sin. These big augmented fucking clown lips, dude. Like, if you tell me, if you tell me that those lips aren't augmented, I'm gonna tell you you're wrong.
Cream pie.
Guys, can you vote, please? We are all voting on.
You're making a mess.
Wait, did they?
You either do it right or you don't do it. But I want to do it. You're done. You are done.
Oh, yeah.
And we're voting on the second option.
You get nothing. You lose.
Wait, did they both vote? They did both vote. Sorry. You guys already voted. There's not going to be a recount.
Recount.
All right, so that's enough of this unnamed girl.
Okay.
What do you give her on... Fuck, I don't even have her age. All right, so...
Skip her.
Well, no, let's just judge her on her youth by her pictures. What would you guess she is, age-wise?
I feel like she's pretty young. But she has 2 kids.
She has 2 kids
Probably
already.
in the, 25 range to 29.
Alright, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Call her 25. Then she would be a B. Beauty. The septum piercing.
I didn't really get a vote.
The septum piercing, the big fake lips.
You turn it back on.
Oh shit. And then you have to put the fucking code in every time.
Oh.
There you go. The big round head, the septum piercing, big fake lips. It's all
I'd say like a
it's all unfavorable in my estimation. Give her a C. What about in femininity? Having 2 children out of wedlock, not favorable.
Having kids is a feminine.
She does seem to have some.
She got big old titties.
Got big old titties. What do you want to give her? I
guess.
I want to give her a C.
Alright.
I hate the nose piercing.
Yeah, that too. I forget about that.
And I hate the fake lips. And then we already did we didn't do beauty, right? What about modesty? I don't love it.
Not really immodest.
I mean, she's bisexual, which.
Well, I guess the 2 kids probably brings down
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. So BCCC.
Yeah, so it's 2.5.
2.5. Wait.
What?
We gave a BBCC a 2.5 apparently.
Yeah, BBCC is a 2.5.
No, she got a BCCC.
Oh, okay. 2.25 then.
2.25. Okay. Is this voting concluded? It's 3-2. I think at this stage in the game, that's about where it belongs. All right, it goes to Willy
Wonka. Now
Wonka.
Peanut's gonna arrive.
Is it 10?
He'll tie it.
It is. Oh shit! It is 10.
Yeah.
All right, we are on our last.
Oh, are we?
We're on the 31 versus the 32 seed. So we got who's this? Seth or Sloth from the
Sloth.
Goonies.
You're gonna live with me now. I'm gonna take care of you. 'Cause I love you.
This is the rise of the gingers. Both of these sound bites are gingers. With 32, we got.
You don't know me.
You don't know
You're not God.
Yeah, you didn't know he's a ginger?
I've never seen him.
His entire thing is all about South Park saying that gingers don't have souls. And he's like, so this is about South Park saying gingers don't have souls? You don't know me. You're not God. Who are you to say who's got souls and who doesn't? So, what are you gonna vote with?
2.
You're going 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh man, this is tough because I'm gonna go 1. Oh God, we need you guys to vote. Here we got some men. I kind of want to skip through the men. All right. Here's one. Here's one that I think has the power to go very far.
Terrence Boyle Jr. said 1.
1. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Yeah.
What, you thought he was grading?
No. Here's Lisette. Lisette.
Interesting name.
Kelly Bullock said, Chris, you should get hold of these girls
big
before
old
your
mess
show and let them call in. LOL.
Yeah, right.
I actually have not figured out yet how to have people video call in while we're live streaming on YouTube. I would 100% be, I think that could really take our show to the next level. I just don't know how to do it. I'm sure it can be done. I've seen it done on people's podcasts before.
Nah, it can't be done.
I don't know if I need to pay for some software to do it. I just don't know the logistics about doing it, but I'm 100% open. Mom, could you vote, please? We are on.
Kelly Bullock said, could be through your phone app.
I'm gonna take care of you. 'Cause I love you.
And your second option is.
You don't know me. You're not God.
Did you see Lisette? At least her
Saw
first
that
picture?
first picture,
Okay, yeah. This is Lisette. She looks like she might be a spicy Latina, which is always good.
Kelly Bullock said 2.
2. Okay. We got a 2-2 tie in the final game. Lisette's 22. Located in Westfield, New Jersey, 5 foot flat. Ay, mami. That's great. Never smokes, doesn't have kids, occasionally drinks, English, Spanish, I was right. From Carriazo, Panama. Universidad Santander. I thought Santander was an Indian bank.
Oh, no. There's
Spanish?
also Anthony Santander, who's a baseball player for the Orioles.
I always thought Santander was an Indian bank.
Dominican.
This is her sticking her tongue out like a cute little thing. What's up here? I'm trying to get higher. And then this is her
Very
what,
far
is
away.
she fishing or just hanging out on a dock? This is her showing them.
Anthony Santander's Venezuelan.
This is her showing her big old titties. Has she got a fish there too? No, she got a drink. No, not a fish. And then she's in a row of flowers, very feminine, but yeah, very feminine. All right, so
the flowers are not.
So what do you give?
Just being there makes you feminine.
What was her name? Lisette. Lisette.
Let me see the pictures.
For youth, we give her an A. For beauty, I think an A.
Yeah.
Right? Definitely an A for beauty. For modesty, this might dock her a little bit. What do you give her for modesty?
Probably
B for modesty.
I mean, it's a swimsuit. You're always
Yeah. Facts. Thank you for being a realist, because I think she deserves like a high marks. And for what is it, femininity? I don't see anything that's really like.
What else did she say in her profile?
She doesn't smoke. She doesn't have kids. She occasionally drinks. English, Spanish from Carriazo, Panama. She went to university there. She's from Westfield. That's really all that we got on her. Sometimes less is more. Like I think you have a better chance of disqualifying yourself from someone if you talk too much. You know, like
I always disqualified people that didn't say anything.
That didn't say enough.
Yeah. Especially if they said nothing.
Well, yeah, but like,
if they don't say enough, like, how am I supposed to know if we have anything in common?
Yeah, that's true. All right, so do you want to give her a B in femininity?
No, I gave her an A.
Was that what we were on?
She gave like enough, I guess, and femininity's kind of like on looks and stuff too.
Yeah. So AABA.
Yeah.
Okay, what's that?
And she doesn't smoke or like have kids and stuff. It's a 3.75.
3.75. Do we want to go with any more of these? I might not. I don't think I have much more anyway.
Alright.
I think that's actually
Closing the voting.
Yeah.
The polls are closed.
Well, we're at a 4-1 vote. No, wait. No. I'm sorry. We're at a 2-2. Oh, we can't close the voting. We need you guys to vote, guys. We can't end in a tie, because... Is this what you voted for?
I voted for the second one, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna take care of you. 'Cause I love you.
Guys, that's the 1.
You don't know me. You're not God.
That's the 2. Oh man, is this a double chin? This is a double chin. This is a double chin and a pie head, right?
Yeah.
This is a pie head, Terry. So
I've never heard of pie head before.
This is Stephanie, 32.
KPM said, do one again. KPM said, OMG, that's awful. Face rolling on the floor laughing.
You're gonna live with me now. I'm gonna take care of you. 'Cause I love you.
That is the 1. The 2 is...
You don't know me. You're not God.
Jesus Christ, Joey. He's showing me the most fucking obscene shit ever. I don't even want to... You probably don't want to see it.
Okay.
He's just a depraved sicko is what he is.
What?
Joey, do you... This is what... I don't know why he sent me this, why he thought I would find this amusing.
Ew.
It's obscene, it's depraved, it's fucking
Shrek
disgusting.
is love, Shrek is life.
Fucking Joey, you're a sicko. Did Joey even vote? Joey, get in here and
He's
vote.
too busy looking at that.
I'm calling you depraved on the air, Joey.
KPM said, I like to simply be see of the noise that guy makes. I can't spell it out. Face rolling on the floor laughing.
I like to simply because of the noise that guys make. He's got a double chin when he does that, and he makes his little gobbler jiggle when he does that. You're not God. Ooh. All right, we'll finish up with Steph here. Steph's got a big pie head, big double chin.
A big double chin.
32. Hello, 32 years young. Out here looking for someone to watch. Something. It's like covered by blah, 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 blah. Let's get to know each other. Well, she has each other as 2 different words. Isn't that not grammatically correct? Isn't it just each other as 1 word?
I think it's 1 word. But I don't really care that much.
I mean, like, I don't know. If bitches are going to be disqualifying guys for not knowing the difference between your and your, I'm going to disqualify bitches for not knowing each other and each other.
I think each other is separate, actually. I think together would be... Yeah. Each other is separate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the proper grammatical use for each other, then?
What do you mean?
Like, each other is one... There is 1 word, each other.
No, it's just the incorrect spelling.
Really?
Yep.
That must be new, because each other, like, if I put each other in, huh? Okay, yeah, maybe you're right.
What autocorrect?
Yeah. She's looking for a long-term relationship. Located in Colmar, Pennsylvania, 5'3", probably weighs about 200 pounds.
Okay.
Oh, value.
Yeah, your value is low.
Oh, wow. And how do you know that? You know.
Because you're 5'4" and 200 pounds.
Okay.
And 37 years old with 2 kids. That's how I know. In Kentucky.
Okay. That's your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
You never seen my body before, so you
I don't have to see your body. I know you're 5'4" and almost 200 pounds with 2 kids in Kentucky. And I see your picture.
Terrence Boyle Jr. said, "Is she a foodie?"
Why did that make you laugh? Because she's fat.
Yo, actually, this last picture is not fucking...
Watch her not be a foodie.
Look at her last picture. I kind of like. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of cushion for the pushing. It's just like, no offense, I don't want...
Maybe she lost weight in that picture.
Like, no offense to any big girls out there, but I don't want this woman bringing my child into the world and pushing her values on my child of, you know, not prioritize. Oh man, this is not doing her any favors. Right? Do you see it? Look at it! I want you to look at it! She's 5'3" and 200 pounds! Look at her! She's got a pie head and a double chin! I want you to look at it! Yeah, like I just don't want a woman like that to be,
Kelly Bullock said, "Lower."
Wait, sorry.
Because her head wasn't...
Sorry. Look at it! I want you to look at her! I'll center it on the camera! I don't want a woman like that being in charge of providing nutrition and sustenance to my offspring.
I mean, you could be unhealthy for yourself while healthy for others.
You should value your own body above others, you know, like, and like the best indication of how people will treat others is how they treat themselves, you know, like I have no...
A lot of people care for others more than they care for themselves.
I should stop body shaming this poor girl. Youth. Now let's age shame her. Youth. She gets a C.
I thought, what was the cutoff?
Kelly Bullock
32
said,
is the cutoff.
"I thought the last girl's face was chubbier and you gave her an A."
Yo, but the last girl, you talking shit on Lisette? She does not have a very chubby face. She's 5.
She meant the other one? I don't
know. No, I think Lisette. Yeah,
she's
Lisette
got
was
like chubby cheeks.
Yeah, she's got a baby face. Look at that body. Lisette is built like a...
Wait, I don't even see the body in that picture.
Kelly Bullock said,
like,
"Yes."
not from the screen, really.
I mean, that's Lisette's body.
Yeah, it's
like,
kind of hard to see on the...
But I can
Kelly
tell...
Bullock said, "Oh, I missed the body."
Oh, I missed the body.
This is Lisette's body. Lisette is built like a...
Built different.
She's different, bro. Lisette is... Look at Lisette. I mean, she's very tan, so you can't see the, like, definition in her body because it's all very dark. You know, she's a Latina girl. I mean, you could maybe, like... Yeah, like, she's not showing off her body like that, but, I mean, you could tell she's fucking... If I had to, you know, do the carnival game, you know, step right up, let me guess your weight.
Kelly Bullock said, "Watch those Latinos." Kelly Bullock said, "Feisty."
I do watch those Latinos. I prioritize feistiness. If I was the carnival guy and I was like, step right up, let me guess your weight, Lisette. She's 5 foot flat and she probably weighs like 120 pounds, like not an ounce more. Whereas you got Stephanie. Stephanie's 5'3" and Stephanie's at least 180, right? Did you say? Sorry, I'm done body shaming Stephanie. All women are beautiful. All women are queens. Yeah, yada yada yada. Where are we at on the voting? Did we? We got a 3-2 game. And we graded Steph with a C in youth. What do you give her in beauty? C. C, for sure.
Hey, you like the one picture?
Yeah, but then it's just like, it's undermined by the next picture. So, and then what do we give her for, what else is there? Femininity?
What did she say in her profile? Nothing.
32 years young, out here looking for someone to watch all the Philly sports teams with and maybe some breakfast dates. Let's get to know each other.
I don't know. Probably a
B. Okay. And modesty. I mean, big girls are gonna be more modest. They got less to like show off.
Well,
right?
the one picture wasn't too modest, but I mean, again, it was.
Yeah, no, it's like a tank top. Well, like,
isn't she in a pool or something?
No, she's just sitting there out in the hot sun, making her sweat with.
Okay.
What do we want to give?
B, probably.
Sure. Yeah, B. CCBB.
2.5.
2.5. And I guess for our final matchup, the winner is gonna be. You don't know me. You're not God.
You don't know me. You're not God.
All right. So with that, I think we're gonna wrap up. Do you have any closing remarks?
Thank you all for voting and showing up.
All right. Once again, we want to humbly thank our listeners, pay them ample gratitude for their patronage. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have such a high-quality interactive show, so thank you, audience.
So the audience are a bunch of buggers.
Yep.
I'd like to take this time to remind all of our listeners that we're spreading like a virus. The Good Faith Podcast is now officially on YouTube Live with video as well as archived there, and also Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, and RSS.com, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Listen Notes, iHeartRadio, and Patreon. On Patreon, we're working to build additional value for the multiple tiers of donors with special content, super chat priority, and VIP in-person meetings. We do value your attention, so thank you for quieting your TikTok brain for the last 3 hours. This is a reminder. If you feel you got any value from our show, it takes basically zero extra work to like and subscribe, and it'll move us closer to our goals of having thousands of subscribers, which will bump us up in the algorithm and expose us to more potential listeners. If you guys want to share us with more of your friends, we would be absolutely delighted to extend our outreach. The quickest way for us to broaden our exposure is for you listeners to each share us with one friend. We appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. If you're interested in joining our movement, what movement is it, Cherney?
Kiryu Biyama.
I'm just seeing trash. I hope I did I hope I did this one in our bracket. Right? Did I?
I think that was an A bracket.
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure.
I hope it goes all the way to the
think
Final
it won.
Four. Yeah, better.
I don't know if it was the Final Four.
This is a reminder, if anybody's opinion doesn't mirror yours fucking identically, treat them like trash. Also stay cognizant to treat people with identical worldviews to your own with dignity and respect.
Thought it was like trash.
No, people that have identical worldviews with dignity and respect.
Yeah,
People
that's
without, treat them like trash. After all, respect is only earned by people who mirror your beliefs. Hashtag
Kiryu Biyama.
If you live in the greater Philadelphia area, want to guest star on our show, want to go on a date with anybody, please reach out. We're very body positive,
Terrence
as you
Boyle
can see.
Jr. said, "Great show, guys. That was fun."
Thanks. Hey, yo, Terry.
In the motherfucking suburbs with it. Hey, yo, Terry, fuck going on? Hey, how's it going?
If you wanna be on the show, DM me on Instagram or Facebook at Christopher Bulick. The Patreon link's in the description, and all proceeds will be going towards rent, food, electricity, new computer equipment to improve our general show quality, and Clark's medical expenses.
I open a savings account in your name. That way, 500 years later, it'll be worth billions. Billions.
Oh, I like money.
To all of our faithful audience,
So the audience are a bunch of buggers.
Yep.
we wish you a wonderful weekend and happy and healthy lifestyle. To all of you, we bid you goodbye.
Goodbye. If you need money, sell rocks. I heard that's what they do around here.
Long live Punjabi. That's an ick for some girls, waving with two hands.
That's an ick for girls?
Some girls.
Like girls saying that to guys?
Yeah, when a guy goes like...
Why? Girls do that. Actually, the person at my favorite restaurant does that. I'm gonna be a foodie.
I'm gonna eat this fucking whole... Oh wait, are you gonna eat it?
You're gonna have it.
Well, I got more in the...
That doesn't matter.
Holy cannoli!
He's all empty. You're a drink. Recycle me.